guys, welcome back to the Imaxit slash Imaxit YouTube channels. If you're new, definitely slap that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. So today we're going to be talking Reggae Boyz and also some schoolboy football, maybe results at the same time, and also matches that you can go out and see, maybe at later dates, because most of the matches have already started, so we cannot give you where to go and watch those ones. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So we're going to start right here with Liam Bailey, because Liam Bailey missed the Nottingham Forest game, in which we told you guys it's going to be something like that. Yes, so that was the first situation with Liam Bailey. We are going to bring up those things at this point, so you can get to see the you can see the setup. All right, no problem. Let me try and bring that on the screen so you can actually get that. All right, hopefully on the back end of the video we will get the necessary information that's required to give you guys the Manning Cup scores. All right, yes, because that is very much important. We just want to make sure you have that. All right, yes. So anyways, yes, so as you can see here, Forrest and Villa did play. We talked about that. We wanted for Villa to get something out of this game to push them up the table. We are going to talk about the Premier League table as well, because this was the final match, which is the Monday Night Football. All right, they ended up drew this one 1-1. Let me know if you think it's a good result or a bad result. Based on the play, I would say it was a good result because they went down 1-0. And obviously, since this season has started, Aston Villa hasn't scored so much goals. So that is very much important. They haven't scored so much goals, to be honest, straight up. All right. Yes. So it in the balance of play, it was a good result. But if you're coming into this game, you would say that Nottingham Forest, they had all sorts of new changes coming in. So I don't think it's a good result going in the game, because we have at the start, people had Aston Villa being the top tier team that will punch above them weight, finishing 8th, if not even lower. Some people said 6th position. I don't believe in that 6th position, to be honest. All right, yes. Jaden says good result for Forest, but based on what they had encountered and in the game, are based on going into the game and because of the injuries. Let me know. All right, so let me just go through the Liam Bailey situation as well. All right, and then we go through the table. Then we talk about the other players as well. So they said Nottingham Forest have no new injury concerns for the visit of Aston Villa. Emmanuel Dennis and Serge Aurier are among those pushing for recalls, while Musa and Omar Richards are long-term absentees. Aston Villa defenders Matty Cash and Callum Chambers are back in training, although Liam Bailey is a doubt after sustaining a minor muscle issue. All right, yes. So that's where we want to stop right there, because remember, Liam Bailey and this injury thing, because Mr. Butler said to us that he's not injury prone or anything, and we're not calling the player injury prone. We are just trying to say that how can we get the best out of this player? All right, yes, because if you keep on having the muscle issues, because this is the third time since he has actually joined Aston Villa, we are hearing that he has muscle issue, the same injury. All right, that is the same exact injury. So what say you? Because I've been reading up on some things, and this was a trouble situation for our boy Erling Haaland in Dortmund, and he missed a lot of games, but not long stretches. So it might not damage you for 7 months, but it actually let you miss 3 weeks here and 4 weeks here. So it really kind of it really kind of set you back at times. You understand me? 1 second, guys. I'm just trying to make sure we share this. So yeah. Okay, one. Yeah. Yes, yes. So, anyways, so all I'm saying, this thing kind of always reoccur, over and over. So I do expect it to return again. It's either you're going to get the best physios, and the best doctors to deal with you in order, for you to get the best out of this, or else you're going to have problems over and over and over and over. To be honest. So let me know, guys, what you would say, you do with Liam Bailey right now for make sure he actually can even stay fit, because that should be a important thing, just to stay fit. You get me? Not just in the team, but to stay fit. Because I do believe this is going to be acting up yet again. I don't know if it's because Aston Villa just does not have the best doctors or something, But these things always occur in fast, speedy players. Obviously, Kevin um De Bruyne, no, not De Bruyne, sorry. Braut Allen, he's much more bigger. He's still fast, and he had trouble with it, in Dortmund, but now, Pep said, their doctor has actually dealt with it. So hopefully, Liam Bailey, this is not a thing that can't be dealt with by the Aston Villa training staff, because I think if it doesn't get under control, it can even get worse in the future. Guys, as you come in, as what we said to you countless times, in order for the video to be seen and personals to turn up here, you have to hit the like button when you come in. All right. So if you're the first ones coming in on the channel, just please hit the like button, man. All right. Good lord, man. Based on ongoing into the game. Oh, you said into the game, but most people said that Aston Villa would win this one very much easy. It should not be a problem. JD, is Butler his agent? Yes, it should be Butler his agent. I don't think he has any other agents. All right. Greetings, Maisden. Thanks for being here. Come on, JD. Leon is injury. Leon injury since Leverkusen. Call a speed a speed. He's my baller. But tell you what, I have to look at when I started to track the injury, because remember when he was injured in Leverkusen before he left, and they said it was a toe injury. Remember, it was Josh Sargent stepped on his foot and gave him a toe injury at that point. So I couldn't call it a muscle injury. So that's why I never put it down. So don't think I'm trying to hide anything. No, 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 no. You know me. I think that's one of my strongest points. I just say it as it is, and I don't really care which one to offend. So I would not do so, my brother. All right. Yes. So 1 second. All right. And for personnels that followed us on the Instagrams, I will start to post the lives there. But you have to just follow me and build up that one so we can post it after a time. All right. Yes. But for now, it might not be there, but it will be elsewhere. All right. Yes. Then we have Dr. Gigi, massive respect. Thanks for being here. Then we have Omar falling in the building. JD, Villa, not creative up front. All right, all right. So what would you do to get them in better stead, to be honest? He's just injury prone. Some injuries can't get better so easily. All right, all right. JD, as a doctor, it depends on if it's a strain or a tear, because one is worse than one. If it's a strain, you just need to um, rest. If it's a tear, he needs surgery. All right, all right. So hopefully we can get some follow-up news on that, and hopefully it's not something that he's trying to put off, because sometimes the players can be injured and they decide that they're going to keep and extend it until maybe the end of the season. Not saying that is the situation, but I'm just saying if that is the situation, make sure he doesn't just wait and wait and wait and prolong it. All right. Chris Smith, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. He has a muscle problem from ever since. Just need okay. All right. Good goal, Pinnock score. Okay, all right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Always trying to come in my stream to change my stream from the talking points. I mean, I tell you that, man. A birthday, yes, man. Hope all is well with you and your family, though. All right. Yes. All right. So, anyways, that is for Leon Bailey situation. We're gonna pull up the additional screens so we can get the other individuals up and running. And as we said, we're going to make sure we give you as much scores as possible. All right. Yes, for the additional games. So this is what we are looking at this point. We're gonna pull it up so we can give you how the team looks for Aston Villa when Leon Bailey is not there, so we can actually talk on that as well, because that is always a thing. All right. Yes. So they got a 1-1 result. That it pushed them up. They pushed them up the table. Let me try and get the table here for you. Oh my God, the table is very far away. Okay, it's not here as yet. All right, so let me put it up. All right, so this is the table. At this point, it puts them on 9 points after 9 games played, -4 on goal difference, and that is in 16th spot. All right, so I do believe that they actually shot themselves in the foot with this one, because this is the game that they were looking at to win, to push themselves up the table. The 9 points at this point, and the 0 game in on, I think is going to trouble them big time. Crystal Palace have a game in on, Leeds have a game in on them, and then now you have West Ham that was actually behind them, is now pretty much is now in front of them and looking okay. They are looking better and better. You have Skamaka and also Mikel Antonio sustaining their form, because I thought Mikel Antonio started the season slow, but he can from the Chelsea before the Chelsea match, from the Manchester City game, where in which they lost the game, and he showcased that the strength, and he can still bring up his team in the game. I think he never dropped off form at no point, because I've been watching all of the games. So he never dropped off form, or no, not at all. All right. Yes, because we actually watch the games. When they just come here and talk on things that we don't know. We watch the games. If we don't watch it, we will tell you that we don't watch it. All right. Yes. So Mikel Antonio, Skamaka, both of them on farm. I would say that their attacking midfielder behind them might not be on the best form, but I think after time, they are going to get better. And the fact that they are not in the best form, but yet still they are still with 10 points, that showcase that they are doing something good. All right. So I think Aston Villa is actually in trouble. Let me know, guys. What say you? You think that they are in trouble? I think that they are actually in trouble. Yeah, I think so. Think they are going to drop points further down. All right. Yes. So let me not to go there, but let me just get their rest of the rest of the games to come. Just to show you the games to come. Next, they have Chelsea. Don't think they are going to get nothing out of that. They are Fulham. I think that's going to be a next 3-pointer toss up. I would still fancy Fulham over them, because Fulham is very much organized and can go forward. Hopefully, Big Mitchell comes back. If Big Mitchell comes back, I am tipping Fulham 100% to get the win over them. All right, so that's 2 games right here, which I am the best I think they can get is a win over Fulham. But I'm not counting on it. Yes, so and 2 more games after that, that's in serious problems. All right. Yes, and after that, after those games, you have Brentford, which I think is going to be a tough game. I'm not picking them over Brentford, but those are the games that they want to be in to say that you can actually win something. Newcastle, after that, I don't think they are going into this one thinking that they can get anything out of Newcastle. I think Newcastle will be the favorites in that one. Manchester United, the same. So based on what I'm seeing here, it's only 2 games Aston Villa look like they can pick up something out of, and none of those games they are going to go in as the favorites. So none of the other games for the next 5 games, Aston Villa will be favorites for. And that's what we are seeing here. So I think Aston Villa is in true trouble right now, because 5 more games, that's 15 points. And if you get 15 points a cut adrift, you ain't coming in the top 10. None at all. It doesn't matter how good you are. All right? Yes. Villa needs an expansive coach. Team too narrow. Okay, Mr. Fowling. All right, JD. Used to live in Germany and followed his career. He was on injury. injury wagon a few times at Leverkusen. Okay, thank you, Joseph Brown. That's why I love when people come here, because people are very much knowledgeable. And the thing, Mr. Butler said he's not injury prone, but tell you what, you said something different, and you said you're following his career, so that is good. All right. So we have DNA Football. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right, we got guys. We have 50 odd people in the house already. Thanks very much. Let me get it to 50 odd likes, because that's what helps us in the algorithm. And for tomorrow, guys, tomorrow we might not have any video. If we do have videos, we're going to have to come the same time as today, because tomorrow you're going to have the under 17s World Cup starting on the Imaxit. So if you have not subscribed to the Imaxit, please go over there and do so as well, because we are going to be watching the under 17 Girls World Cup. Beautiful football. We have Concacaf teams, Canada, USA, and Mexico qualified for that one. We just saw Canada, USA, and Mexico qualify for the under 20s. We covered the under 20s extensively, and that's how you learn of the future talents coming up. All right, and that's why you respect us so much, because we track football to the extent the end point of the earth. Yes, just to get as much information. Big up yourself, Dima J. Hope all is well with you and the family. All right. Gerrard not ready for this stage. I think Bailey have to do too much. He makes good baller look ordinary. Don't like his style. Send back to Scottish League. One or two. Good lord. What kind of disrespect? Tell you what. We have to reason with logic, we cannot always reason our feelings. I be honest, I've watched them today, because I told Big Deal and all of the people, I said I will be watching this game because Bailey not playing, because I want to see certain things. All right. I think you make your own luck. Even as bad as they are playing, I still saw people. The team playing as a collective, I still saw people putting their efforts in. All right, and I'm going to show you yet again. I have to be honest. I just don't see Bailey putting the same effort. All right. So obviously, maybe he's carrying an injury or something, but we have to be honest to ourselves. We're not going to tell any lies here, because this is the platform that you come to get the actual truth, and we are showing you at the same time. You get me? You have other personnel. Ashley Young came in today, and he's like 165 years old, and believe me, he puts in a very much good shift. So if you have Ashley Young can put in a more robust shift than Leon Bailey, I'm very sorry. See, Ashley Young get a 7.6, one of the highest scored here. As you can see, the entire game, this man rushing from back to front, and he's like 175 years old. You get me? So the first part of being a footballer, I think it's your physical. You have to be in physical condition to match it. Erling Haaland, even it happens to the best of the personals. Erling Haaland at Dortmund, he scores 1 billion goals. But if he had not gotten injured for quarter of the time, he would have been on 17 million goals at this point. You understand me? So get yourself in peak position. It's always important. That's the reason why you have Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. The first thing they always talked about is peak position, because if you're not there, you cannot be effective. You understand me? If you're not there, you cannot be effective. So just make sure you get yourself there, and then everything is good in my estimation. Let me know what say you on that one. All right, Jason, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Bailey dropped too much from Eddie Gunnar. Villa too predictable in their attack. I think even Manchester United get too predictable. The problem, what you're not looking at, football, the speed of football comes with cohesive groups. All right. So if you have players just coming together, or coaches' idea just coming together, it's going to look disjointed, because I can tell you, Casemiro, very good player, very very good player, right? Cristiano Ronaldo, very good player. He may be a little bit older. Anthony, very good player. Martial, very good player. Bruno Fernandes, some people might say he's not good, but I think he's a capable player to keep the flow of the game ticking over. And you saw them struggling. You cannot see the 1-2 connective passes in 70 minutes in the game, and you don't see a 1-2 connective pass from them. It's just not working. It's just like they don't feel it. You understand me? So I think Aston Villa and those teams suffering the same thing. But the only bad thing now, they came up against the team that you cannot have excuse against, which is Nottingham Forest. They don't have no cohesive group there. You understand me? So you cannot use excuse against them. And to be honest, they never looked out of place against Aston Villa. So I do believe that Aston Villa might be in troubled times. To be honest. Bailey ain't as good as what people make him seem. That a champion top prize. That is a question that is a statement that always been said. And we want to have that discussion. I would love for people to call in and give me their take on that one. You get me? Because what level are what level you, from what you heard people said inside the chat, what level you thought they are saying that Bailey is at? Because we need to put that conversation to the bed, all right? What level you truly believe that Bailey is at? Because the other day when I'm here, I call out a few wingers that I'm saying I don't think. Um, JD, you never watched Manu yesterday. What you mean? I've never watched Manu yesterday. I watched Manu from the start to the finish. I've watched them from the defensive line, cannot get the ball to Casemiro, and Casemiro every time he's trying to hold on the ball and delay on the ball and cause all sorts of problem. Ericsson trying his best to drive from deep. Bruno Fernandes trying to run, and every single time they sit back in the first 30 minutes, not them sitting back, Everton sit back and gave them the opportunity to come forward and then pick them off early. Then the next 25 minutes they came back a little bit further. Then you have Anthony stuck in an isolated zone wide. Giovanni Henry, I don't think you actually watch football like me. And I don't think you actually know football like me. So I don't think you need to question my intelligence or my knowledge on football. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. All right? Yes. So sometimes if it's a team, that doesn't change the way I'm going to assess it. It's just football in general. You understand me? It happens on the field. Go back, record the TV and go back and check it. And I can bet you see the same thing what I was saying. Manchester United never play good, none at all, bro. None at all. None at all. You get me? None at all. It's just because they are playing a team that's in transition or lacking identity at this point and playing defensive in a low block. That's it. That's why Manchester United actually did something yesterday. So I'm not asking. I'm not going to argue with you because I know I'm correct. You can just go and learn and look for yourself and clear your bias. Once you clear your bias, you will see the truth. Young goal was fire. Yes, it was a good driven, low driven shot as well. Yes, and not because he's goal alone, but Giggs, he works very hard, and this is what we're talking about. This man is a professional. He turns up, get himself in condition, and then move from there. Which is always important. Villa need a coach, but EPL is no joke. JD, why do Jamaicans see criticism as a slight? I don't think, but if someone says Bailey is not as good as what other Jamaicans perceive him to be, maybe other people the word that he used there, other Jamaicans perceived him to be. All right. So maybe that guy has a little bit more experience than because you have people that are football fans, and you have people that are just personals that come around and like football. All right. So maybe that man have a little more knowledge over the football, and he saw it as something different. It's not a criticism. It's not everything is a criticism, because I came out and I said I don't think he's as good as what I've asked people, and they told me he's on this level and that level, and he's better than Leroy Sané, and he's better than this. I said no, I don't believe that. He has done things, because the problem is consistency is important. In shape is important. You understand me? And producing it at the same time is important. If you're not going to put all of those things together, in a logical sense, not logical sense. If you accept non-biased criticism, it can actually help. 100%, man, 100%, Joseph. And that's why I like to reason with you guys. JD, you think a League One player should be called up for Jamaica? Yes, of course. Why not? Jamaica have that high level of talent. Why should we hide from not calling League One players? Yeah, we are JPL players, and League One players are better than JPL players. I'm very sorry, but it's a truth. You will still have JPL players in JPL at this point that can maybe go to League One. That is true. But at the same time, on a higher scale, you're going to have more players in League One better than the JPL players because they have a development program there. And that is the program. That is the situation. Until we can win some money, get some more FIFA money, put in more infrastructure, that's how we're going to get the JPL and other leagues up to the highest level. When a coach have to go back to a 37-year-old to give him a draw, you can see desperation. All right. Yeah, all right. So Giovanni says he said I'm wrong and he's right, but you cannot. So I'm begging you, when you keep on talking like that, what you need to do is to challenge my argument. Tell me what you see, so that means everyone in the chat can decipher what you saw. You understand me? Yes, what you saw. You get me? And then I can show you where you go wrong, or the chat, someone in the chat will show you where you go wrong. No one is here to criticize you. We are here to listen to everyone. All right, Sean Bass, big up yourself, massive respect. Don't question the man. No, 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 no. He's saying that I didn't watch it when I literally come here and said I don't talk about things that I don't watch. If I'm gonna give you scores and things, I'm gonna say I'm gonna give you scores and things. But the fact, big Demo, I've watched the game and this man come and say I probably don't watch it. And big up, Sean Bass. Yeah, man. Man, you play too slow. They are going to improve, because I know Ten Hag very good. Remember, I am Ajax fan, and I'm going to all of the matches, to make sure I see what they do play, from Ten Hag's time, So the fact that I know his system, I know where he wants to go. But the players that are there, you have to clear out, and you cannot clear out every player at one time. So you're gonna have people have to just stick it and ride it out with the coach. You understand me? That has to happen. But if you support a club, it doesn't mean you have to be in your feelings. As what my brother just said, why is it we can't differentiate criticism or identifying a problem? Because I don't think identify the problem is criticizing you. It's making you aware. It's to inform you. It's to educate you on what's wrong. You understand me? I don't think it's necessary criticism. You get me? Yes. Best documentary. Thanks for being here. Hope all is well with you. All right. So, Mr. Man, the bother run go on by your business. You need to stay here, and answer me. All right? Yes, answer me, and then we can chop it up, get into the discussion. DJ Gig says many of the teams in the EPL seems to be uncomfortable in passing the ball around like City and Arsenal does. But DJ Gigs, when I said this 1 year ago, I said to you that the league that we knew, because remember we have been watching this league for a long while now. Yes, so we knew when the league was just a kick and run league. You understand me? It takes a while to phase out certain things because you still have coaches in the league that does play that football majority of the time. Like the more route one football, and then have little tactics in between the route one football. You don't have these swashbuckle style of coaches. It's pretty much limited. I think out of the 20 teams, you might have coaches, I would say 10 solid coaches that you're going to get a different dimension from, rather than the normal English basis of style. You get me? Yes. So until you have 20 coaches come with a different style from the English style, then you're going to have the league more confusing. You can't predict results. You get me? But you still have teams like the Burnleys. Obviously, Burnley is not there. Yes, Burnley is not there at this point. Yeah. But you have the Burnleys, you have the Watfords, and certain teams, you still can see that type of English mentality in them, just the same. But you saw Arsenal and you saw Manchester City, and all of a sudden you identified, say it's something different you're seeing, something completely different. You understand me? Yes. So until then, when you can, and I think Tenag will be the same, Tenag will be the same. And we have to add Liverpool to it as well. If Liverpool brings something different. So Tenag will bring something different as well. Just give him a little time, and I can tell it will happen. Coutinho is not effective in breaking the lines. Yeah, maybe that's true for you. I think Bailey should seek advice from seasoned Jamaican in the EPL on what they are doing to avoid injury per dieting. Yeah, Antonio tried to talk to him the other day. He never listened. I know you think you're gonna listen. Many of the teams in the EPL. Oh yes, I've just said it. Just answered it. It's hard to tell what level he's at, but definitely not at the EPL level. So okay, so that championship top prize don't believe that Bailey is at the EPL level. If Bailey don't improve his game this season, I think Villa will sell him because they bought him to produce as he was doing at Leverkusen. Okay, and then we have Balakar said, JD, yes, you so what about the players in Europe? No, they are better than League One, but you ask me if we should be calling up League One. You see, this is the problem with Balakar now. He asked me a question here, and I just answered him directly and what he asked me, and then he's putting other things to the same thing as if like he puts that in the conversation at first. No, you're telling me that you have other players in Europe. Balakar, everyone a Jamaican born players them. If you want to put them in the national team, go throw them in there. It's never my problem in the big boss. It was not never my problem. All right, yes. So guys, let me see. No man, you can't do that. Guys, we are literally here for 30 minutes. To get the likes up to 50, so we aim to the 100 and just keep on running up. We know that when you guys come in, you forget the like button, but that's a disrespect to me when you forget the like button. All right, so let's get the likes up to 50, and then we aim to 100 before we finish the 2 hours. Not hopefully, we will get the scores for the Manning Cup results at the back end, and if we do get the videos, we will definitely post you the videos that we do get. All right, yes. If Butler had started out by being humble when he just got in the league, no, he backpedaling now, saying he's getting used to the league. That's what he should have said in the beginning. Okay, so it's more of what Mr. Butler said. Okay, I know I'm getting it. JD, how long Haaland played competitive football before he debuted for his country senior team? Let me pull it up here for Erling Haaland. We can get it on transfer. Let me pull it up. Because Erling Haaland is around his national team from pretty much 14 years old. So I'm going to see when he made his official senior cap, all right? Because Erling Haaland is around for forever now. Haaland, 22 years old. My goodness, man. All right, so we're going to bring up that one to show you. All right. All right, so we can bring that one right there. All right, so that is the one. So Erling Haaland, market value 150 million. I think he should be in the 200, 300 million at this point. Yes, man, doing incredible well. What is this? Oh, this is Champions League. Okay, I'm saying, what kind of 3 goals you're talking about? I must Champions League that. So, anyways, let me see when he made his debut here. Let me see. Let me get it here. So we're gonna get it for country. But he started to play for his country from 14 years old. From 14 years old. All right. So let me see. He made his debut September 5th 2019. So that is not bad. Remember, he's 22, and we are in 2002. So this man has made his debut from very, very early. But remember, at that time he was doing bits from 22 because we're going to pull up his actual record, and he has been doing very, very well from 22. And as you can see here, knee problem, bruise. All right, so he was out for a good amount of games at times. All right, so you saw that he had injury problems for a while. All right. Yes. So Alan, he has been around for a while and doing incredible things for a while. It was surprising. I've heard people said out of their mouth that he's going to flop, and you will learn how the Premier League is. I'm saying, oh my God, where we get these beliefs from? Yes, man. This man is different, man. 13 games, 20 goals, 3 assists. That's 23 goal contribution in 13 games. That is almost ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Almost two goals contribution per game. Wow. All right, let me go through the comments. As we say, guys, make sure the likes gone over 50 and we get it up to 100 very fast. It doesn't matter how much people is here, guys. Once you hit the like button, it helps us. Period. All right. Yeah, man. Let me see what's going on here. So you get that one for Boss Thomas. All right. All right. All right, so that's where I was before. JD, you been watching Club Rouge? You see Tejan give Atletico L on a wing, but remember in the advice when I told you, Tajan Buchanan market value will surpass Liam Bailey in no time. Remember I said that um but when Canada was actually playing in the Gold Cup. Remember, I said that to you, Mad Vibes, you were here. All right. What's going on? Let me see if okay, maybe spell it wrong. Wrong. Sorry. So his market value at 9.5 5 million at this point. Next year, his market value will jump to almost 20 million. Just watch and see. So look how easy we can identify these talents, and this is before he actually made the transfer at that point. All right, yes, man. So we can see the players them, and the first thing you have to do, you have to get into condition because that is very much important. If you're not in condition, nothing else really matter. JD EPL is a cut short league. Not everyone is going to cut it. Yes, we know that, and I agree with you. EPL football is more fitness than tactical. No time on the ball. Well, I can tell you. Yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. Marcelo, big of yourself. I need more players like Trent. Need more players like Trent. What are you talking about now? Are you coming to try and change the conversation? What kind of new need more players like Trent? I think people want less players like Trent because Trent would be one of the players them that don't put in the hard work that's required. You understand me? To make a system works. At least the systems as a Manchester City and Arsenal. He fits in a Liverpool system, but clearly he's not working. JD is playing in Europe, is especially in Malta league. One is better than Malta 100%. Okay. Okay, so that you're fighting Balakar there. JD, oh serious is no, I don't think they said they're waiting on a fitness test to the end. That simply means it's not as serious to take him out for 2, 3, 4 weeks. No, 4 months. Sorry, but this is an injury can just reoccur and you're out for 3 weeks. You get me? So it's not the big injury to hold you out for the longest time, but it's an injury that can hold you out for 3 weeks and those stuff. So hopefully he's fit and hopefully they use the period over the World Cup to make sure he stays in the best condition. At least he's playing more games at this point. That's what I would say. You know. All right, so uh, say here no, you just activate the Trent War with Demo. My God, I don't know what's going on. Let me see what I go on here. Oh my days! Thanks for the 50 likes, guys. Let we aim for 100 now, whenever we got the chance. All right, and share the video around, man. All right, 19-year-old. Okay, yes, man, yes, man. He has been this man. This man. Remember, it was Haaland scored 9 goals in one game. At lower level. And in under 20s, I think. And you clearly realize that this guy don't need to play here. This is a waste of time because he's bigger than everyone by 5 foot. He's bigger than everyone by 5 foot. At under 20s and scoring 9 goals in one game. That makes no logical sense. Tajan plays with high intensity. Yeah, of course, man. The guy is top class, man. But at that time, people was actually killing. They were killing us, saying, "Oh, yo, JD, warm to you." I mean, I said, listen to me. This kid is a special kid. Just look at how the guy playing and the guy's skill set. You get me? And what where Canada going at this point? One transfer, and this guy is going to keep on running up and up. And we saw it, from MLS to starting in the Champions League. Buchanan made a huge leap, and he's going to make a next leap after that, man. The world needs a player like TAA. Man is an alien technically. I don't even believe that he's an alien technically, because let we decipher Mr. Trent's game. Trent passing, start passing, like stop the ball and pass it. He is a good player. Passing the ball moving, he's not as good as in passing the ball moving. Beating a player, he's not as good as on that, because he's not a PSC player. Positioning, he's not a good positioner on the field. It's free kick, which is one of the dead ball situation. He is good at that. So that is Trent in a nutshell. And over 5 years, Trent only passed one area as a dead ball specialist, And we saw over the years, we saw David Beckham. Um we saw numerous David Bentley. The Davids always be some special free kick takers. Yeah, so we saw Juninho, but Juninho had incredible skills at Leo. You understand me? So, but Trent, I don't think Trent is half as good as what people give him credit for. What I would say, Liverpool coach makes ordinary players looks extraordinary with his system. I think most people that want to say clap out need to give Liverpool the coach clap him credit. I don't think Trent is as good as what people saying. All right, yes. We have watched enough football to see that for a long time. A 2 year me and Demo war about Trent. And me I tell him, say, I don't think Trent is as good, but Liverpool's system is what's getting the best out of these players. And Trent was one of the prime personnel that got help out of Liverpool's system. But once Van Dijk and Matip are Lovren and all of those guys stop occupying two positions, are their defensive central, which is true, Demo. Um, it posed problems for him because he was never a defender from day one. Trent cannot make one tackle, not one. You just it just not possible. It's just not possible. If you make a tackle, it's by mistake. I can tell you, every season since Trent play, you saw him and problems. The guy just don't he not have the capability of tackling. I'm very sorry. Accident him win a tackle by. Yes. Even Dimadre know that, So the player is technically, so maybe Dimadre right, technically, but me no know. Let me tell you what Trent is. Trent is David Beckham with crutch. David Beckham with crutches. So he can't run, but people always talking about him pinging balls everywhere, pinging balls. So it's just about pinging balls. All right. So that is just a David Beckham with some broke foot crutches. That's it. All right. Technical players now. What I will say, Kevin De Bruyne technical. Foden actually technical. When you talk about extreme technical player, you talk about Bernardo Silva, Lionel Messi, and I can't put Trent in those category of Bernardo Silva, Lionel Messi. You understand me? Those are technical players. And if you want to go even more technical, I would still say that Anthony that you saw in Manu, because we have to put a player closer to Trent. Obviously, Anthony is a winger, but the skill set should be closer. And Anthony is a way more technical player than Trent. And Trent is out of this world height, and Anthony is way more of a technical player than him. I was trolling. Okay, yes, man. You see, you turn this into a Trent war. Man, tell him, Marcelo, bro, JD, leave Trent alone. My God, you see, yeah, Umzo, you think of me? Just type in Trent name on the internet. Everybody, every coach is in this world saying what I've been saying for 4 years. So then, Demo can't beat me. Demo, calm now. Demon done. Liverpool send him to the asylum. Him done. And DNA said, JD, you again. I know it's the people in the comment section come and ask about Trent. And this was a show about Leah Bailey and everybody else, you know. And now we out here talking about Trent. Man said Trent can't pass the ball moving. Him terrible demo. People start breaking down every stats from the youth because true people start saying he's good at passing. And they don't, people, you don't understand, guys. I've been around not say 30 years, around 27 years solid when I have full sense and support in England. All right. Because obviously you know that my family lives in England and stuff, and we are always connected to England. They always made some error bringing in some overhyped players. You understand me? And I think that they want to make sure they stop it this time. I don't think they're going to stop it too, because England always found a way to make their players extremely overhyped. You know, so even though they're trying to get rid of Trent, which they're trying to do everything, even with Kyle Walker being injured, they still don't want him there. And you know you're bad enough when nobody is there and they're still trying to fight for you not to be there. So how can Demo come here and tell you how good this man is? And they're trying not to bring the man when they don't have nobody. that means you have to seriously be bad here. You understand me? Yes. So anyways, I've remembered over numerous cycles, they always send a player that is extremely overhyped every single cycle over the 28 years that may have full sense and I watch the World Cup. England have at least 3 overhyped ballers on it. At least 3 overhyped ballers. I'm very sorry. Sports and guys, you can call in, the number is right there, you know. All right. And if you know what, it looks like Demo in the chat a cuss. So we have to drop the link. So I'm gonna drop the link for the thing because I'm not I will drop the link and pin the link. All right, guys, get the likes up. Let me see if we pass 70 likes in the video. See, oh, my DM me too bad. Maybe I'm talking not good about their ballers. All right, yes. So guys, get me up to 70 likes, man. Come on, man. 100 likes in the video. Let me pin this one. All right, that's the link. I'm gonna pin the link so people can come on and see them piece. All right. 1 second. Let me replace the link here. All right. Does Jamaica national team coach watch Manning Cup? Okay. Well, him have to, you know. Or I guess we are the ones that has to scout for him and give him the information. Hello, good day. Big boss Neil, how you doing?
Wagwan JD.
Yeah, I'm here fighting Trent battle, you know, because I am telling the man that Trent is just a David Beckham, a B-Tech David Beckham, because you can't even say he's a A-Tech David Beckham, you know, because that'll be disrespectful, you know. He's a B-Tech David Beckham with 2 crutches, you know, because he can't run and him not defend. And him can't move and pass the ball. So him just is a dead ball specialist. That don't make no sense.
JD, if Trent did come from a different country,
yeah,
then I cost him more time and long time I run him out. But they don't have to kill him over the JD. Maybe in Africa and maybe a Germany or Italy long time, then I run him out. But
no, here, Demo. Yeah. If Trent was called Arnoldino, he would get the credit he deserves.
But JD, more sister conversation you actually good question. Because somebody more asking but every time we call you, it's free. So more asking if a man play World Cup qualifier, that means to say play the World Cup?
I don't hear what you said, bossy.
No, I say if a man play World Cup qualifiers, that means to say playing the World Cup. You don't consider playing in the World Cup?
World Cup qualifiers is not the World Cup. The World Cup is the World Cup. Like you're in the World Cup.
Okay. But you're gone. I don't see more strong argument or whatsoever.
So what happened now? What happened?
Every time when I Jamaican and play the Champions League qualifier, they play in the Champions League.
Okay, so Bala career this up. So Bala career man score going to Champions League qualifiers and say the Champions League.
Maybe people say, yo, play a Champions League and it built. But you not say no, I Champions League qualifier. Okay.
Oh, but
Champions
the
League.
reason
Yeah.
the reason why he might say the Champions League still, because if you score in the qualifiers, the goals them go over in the Champions League, you know.
But you're in a group stage.
No,
So
you never
no
in a
one
group
gonna say
stage, but
that.
them still bring over the goals them. So maybe he's gonna use that technicality to say he won. Yeah, man.
No, but I must have with you, man. Come here, say, if a man playing a World Cup qualifier, that don't mean he's playing a World Cup. Because Jamaica, Michael and Tony them play World Cup qualifier with Jamaica. Michael and Tony them play a World Cup, yeah.
No.
You
They're not playing
understand?
a World Cup. No.
You understand? So, no one consider a man playing a Champion League qualifier, playing a Champion League, because we don't see him. Sometimes, if you have a big game, it's like a phone, a man have a big day. So, no one consider that Champion League. Same playing like actual Champion League. That's a qualifier.
Yeah. And you're right. You're right. I think it's a qualifier. Yeah.
Yeah, you understand? No, I just that me want to ask you, man.
Oh no. Well, they just start a war, All right, big
No,
boss.
me not talk the word, man. Me just ask
Oh,
you a question.
but look
See?
here,
Because football, what are we at that?
but look here. Say the man called me already. The man called me now.
I call it now.
Yes, sir.
No video one now.
All right.
No video one now.
All right.
You ever that way ball them a Europe?
Well, on you might get some feedback.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You hear now.
Yeah,
All right.
if a man play Malta, where they play? Europe play, no.
If I'm a player Mars.
I'm Malta.
Oh, Malta. Oh, yes. He's at Malta. He's playing in Europe. Yes, that is accurate. Yes.
All right. So if you're at Malta, 5-6 years, I don't move from Malta. What that say?
That said, you're not good enough to move from Malta.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I don't that more I ask you. Big up yourself again.
All right.
All
right.
later.
Yes. Later. Yeah. So that was the great Neil calling in. Let me just get through the rest of the comments and try and get some scores for you as well, because the Money Cup going on. We have a few games that we should have been looking at, but sometimes you guys take the entire stream and put it where you want it, All right. So let me put up this. So we have the games on the screen, so you can get to see the games that we will be getting scores for. So you have St. George's playing Calabar. So hopefully Calabar can stop make brain drain cry. So Sports on the Ball said, does Jamaica national team coach watch the Money Cup? If yes, I think Whisper maybe get a call up. I don't think he will get a call up for the national team. I think that it will cement him his legacy to say that he should be one of the candidates for the under-20s. But remember, the under-20s is not going to come around now. You get me? But if they're going to be playing under 20 games, which I think is a thing that they should put on the cards, to play under 20 games when they're playing national games, just like other teams, so you can get to see these players and you can make sure you get your team into the rhythm from very early, Yes. JD, leave out the waist baller trend. Oh my God. Let's be honest. Here, JD, would agree. This is Leon Bailey's last season in England. Keep it real based on no. Why you come out a question? Me say keep it real. Haven't I kept it real before? Yes, I've always kept it real. But big boss, why you love give trouble? If he has an injury-prone season, yes, I would consider it with his last season. Because people don't have time. It's not because somebody don't like you. It's just because people don't have time in the top flight. So obviously, hopefully, it's not his. It's an injury-prone season for him. Okay, big boss. Yes. So it's not about keeping it real. All right. Them eyed him Sunday gone. Yes, man, they put him on the bench and said he's injured. We all know that Trent not good enough when it comes on to defend. But when are you good enough? Because if you're a defender, it never said attack defender. So attack defender comes. It never said no attacking it. The man actual title is a defender. You understand me? Him actual title, name defender. So I can't reason out that if a man title name defender, I don't know where when you come here to about, everybody know him can't defend. Jesus God. Say hello, good day, Mr. D Madrid. How are you doing? The man changed his name, guys. Let me show you his name. Let me try and get D Madrid name up on the board. My God. The man really take this thing personal. So let me put where's D Madrid name? Let me see if I can get D Madrid name on the board. All right.
You can
So
hear me, boss?
yes, man, I hear man. Me that try get a name for sure the people them. But me don't know why it now show up on the screen. I laugh to me dead.
No, no, because like me just can't take the slander, boss.
Okay. D Madrid. Hashtag Trent Alexander-Arnold generational talent. My
Yes, sir.
God.
So what I want to do here, Zin, and this is not a train show, but once I mention the man name in a negative light, and people in the comment section who don't even understand football, like mega just try teach for a minute. And seeing that you're the man who can bring up the stuff, I want you to just type in what Cafu said about Trent Alexander-Arnold, one of the greatest right backs in the world we ever see. Cafu. If you think, and I'm not say footballers know everything, yeah, but I would think that Cafu knows a little bit about playing right back. So just type in and tell the people, because me no want to tell them, more you tell them.
Yes, so no, we're gonna put it up on the screen because we're not hiding anything here. All
Yeah,
right.
because
Yes.
I don't want to come off as being biased. So just put it up to the people.
Yes, so we're putting it up on the screen right now. Let me maximize it. All right. The Brazilian legend has praised the Liverpool star as the Reds look to win the Premier League. This was May 21, 2022. All right. Yes. All right. Yes. Brazilian legend Cafu was praised Trent Arnold as one of the best right backs in the world. The Liverpool
Okay,
Academy.
stop it there. We're not going no further.
Yes, but no. Look, let me reason with logics now.
Okay, go
There,
ahead.
his flaws were not exposed. No, his flaws as exposed, which I saw it a long time.
JD, no. This has been happening since Trent came on the scene with Marcus Rashford. From that
Yes.
game, and Rashford rings him, everybody say him can defend.
Yes. But they figured way out to cover it up, and the Liverpool scores final results covered up his terrible defending for 4 years consecutive.
All right.
No.
So when Rio Ferdinand also came out and he said, and Rio Ferdinand is a Manchester United man, he came out and he said, when Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to be, when Trent Alexander-Arnold is done playing football, he'll be seen as one of the greatest right backs the world has ever seen. And that is coming from a Manchester United man. No, like I say, I don't think that footballers know everything. Everybody have them opinion. But I am saying these guys who played at the highest level, Cafu who played right back at the highest level, one of the best to ever do it, know a thing or two about footballers. People in the comment section who just watch football on them TV, for them coach, come and tell me Trent no good. And them think they're very annoying.
But Demo, this is where now people gonna say you have a slight bias. You know why? Because you point out two person. Me can type in 400, not 4,000, but 400 qualified coaches that gave them remarks. Not 400, not 400.
But JD,
coach.
I am very good at explaining myself, Very good. And I'm very good at presenting my case. What I did was not just find two people. I found one of the greatest right backs to ever play the game and a rival who hates Liverpool dearly. So it's no bias. Rio Ferdinand don't like Liverpool, boss. So when me use him opinion in a this, it must count for something. When we use Cafu in a this, it must worth something. You get me?
Let me go for what the coach said. The coach, no, because trying to attack your argument.
What coach?
Klopp said, he's a good player.
Mm-hmm.
I because he's a German speaker. He came up and said he's a good player that can defend, but sometimes he's lapsing concentration, sometimes
Yeah.
and defend. But the literal, what he had said is literally saying that the guy can't defend because lapsing concentration and defend is a deficiency in a defender. So what
Everybody lapped in concentration, boss. They're human beings. Which defender don't lapse in? Who are the best right back in the world right now, JD?
Cancelo, I would say Cancelo. Cancelo
And
not
90 people walk Cancelo last year. Walk him.
mm-hmm,
Trossard take the man for a walk, boss. Against Brighton.
mm-hmm.
You think we forget that game there? So what we're
Yes.
going to know? Cancelo can't play right back because he lapsed in concentration.
All right, but look, this is where I'm going to laugh after, you know. I can talk about 30 games out of the 38. Well, I mean, not even watch the game, then I can go back and watch the game and I never watch, you know, and see somebody a dog walk Trent, you know.
No, that is impossible. Not a thing, also. Not a thing, also. What I will tell you that will happen in those 30 games is that people attack down that Trent side, but no 30 games him get walk.
You say me upon one quest, the 30 games.
No,
So
you cannot find 30 games of Trent getting walk, boss. That is impossible.
no, I've set my challenge, you know. So you're gonna give me a little time. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna be
Good. So just so you can get on with the show, let me just use 1 minute and just explain this. I think 2018-2019 season, Trent most assists. 2019-2020 season, Trent most assists. I think it's 12-13-13. Yeah? Trent Alexander-Arnold has won every single trophy that there is to be won at age 23 when you won everything. Zine, the man has always been up there as creating the most chances ever for Liverpool and sometimes in the Premier League at times. Right? He also has been in Liverpool's system in that backline when Liverpool has completed most clean sheets at one point in time. He's a part of that back four. He's also right up there when Liverpool conceded some of the least goals right behind Manchester City in the season. He's a part of that back four.
Don't run go anywhere in the deep. Don't run go anywhere. I'm going to put up a graph on the board just to show somebody something, because you jump up and say him create the most chances.
No. I not thought this season, you know, man, say generally he's always up there with the best in terms of creating chances.
I agree with you, but true, you show me something which I agree with you as well. For Liverpool, but what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna set up how Liverpool played. Liverpool played like this the last time, right? The three with the pressing and the players them out wide because they have to press, and then you have one in line because they are safe and they need to work off the wingers. So this was Liverpool's system, all right. So you'd have two. You have two. I think one. This is how the press go. All right. Yes, Mane was always the one that's pressing a little bit higher. You show me that this is what they did when Trent go up. So this is the system and attack.
So
all right.
Yeah.
This is the system and attack. So this is the system. So the defensive central gone, and they have three in midfield, and then Trent over here, and then you'd have Salah go in a little bit more to get more space. And this is where Trent.
That's perfect. You hit the nail on the head. Perfect.
All the time. All right. Yes. So which is good, you know, which is good, but you can't consider the man as how can they consider him as the greatest right back? Because
no. We
you
mean how
greatest players, because this is no right back functionality, you know, none at all. You know?
No, but that is on. But JD, that is an attack. Whenever we're defending, Trent is in a right back position. When we're starting the game, he's in a right back position. The difference between him and Reece James is that Reece James' starting position is always ahead because they play in a back three.
Yes, no, I agree with you on that part. I agree on that part. But remember, you know, some right backs, Demo, even when they are on attack, the max place that they went is right on the halfway line. So that means when they are defending back, they can drop back in the right back spot. But you're talking
about our system.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So even I'm showing you, Cafu's conversation is flawed because we have to look at the function that the guy does on the field. Because no one class him as a right back, you know. You hear them say he's a super player, not a right back, you know. Everyone talking about his skill set, you know, and what the type of player he is, you know. They are talking about the player, not a position. You ever realize that? Just go back and look back on all the videos, and when you realize people talk about him, they don't talk about what the position is, you know.
You see, me come here for attack some of the madness, so me hear you talk, but you turn this in a trend show. So, you said the man is not technical. He doesn't cross the ball well on the move. Like, that's really not.
No, I said when he's moving. Oh yeah, clear it up. Yeah, when he's moving, not as good as other people. So why with this big hype of this man is a super crosser? No, he can't pass. He can't beat a player. Just look at his position.
All right, fine. I agree. He cannot beat a player. That's not his game. That's Cancelo's game. Not many right backs in the world can beat a player. And Cancelo is like an elite. Yeah.
So Dima, so him go cross the ball upon the move. Every time when the man pass the ball almost come to a stop still.
No, boss. Because when Van Dijk plays the ball over to that side, which Van Dijk normally starts most of the attacks from defense, Trent Alexander-Arnold is bombing forward, take the ball and put it in the box. But see Trent Alexander-Arnold play outside of the foot pass when the ball on the move. Like nobody does these things, brother. Outside of the boot, pinpoint.
We say no.
Cancel
oh my God. Okay, thank you very much. Because the people we are talking about it, you would have just seen two last weeks.
But I am saying, JD, boss. For do stuff like that, you have to be really technical with the ball at your feet. Don't come and say the man not technical and can't play the ball on the move. That don't make sense.
I've never said the man is technical. I say he's not as technical as you are trying to hype him up because
he's right up there with Kevin De Bruyne. Right up there.
Yeah, but Demo as but he's right up there with De Bruyne and technicalities. Demo?
Yes.
You know, I'm not going to answer that. You know, people, let me know if you think Trent is as technical as Kevin De Bruyne, because that's what Demo say. You know, I will let my case be because Kevin De Bruyne can stop and start with his passing.
Trent can stop and start.
All right, then, no problem. All right, cool. I'm gonna have to watch more Trent, which I watch so much of him.
But maybe wait. But just what we classify as technical ability, though, because you don't understand me.
Because I said when he's making his play, when he has actually stopped, I saw it come off much more times. But I wanted to see my beta player and then put it in with his technical ability. Then use that style. I don't see that. When you see Kevin De Bruyne, you see a skill from him. He beats a player or use his skill set to put himself in a position and still put the ball in pinpoint.
How often Kevin De Bruyne dribble past players and make a pass?
But he finds the space and whipping the ball just to see him. That's all I'm saying.
That's what he does too.
Why? I saw him.
All of this from a right back position, brother.
That is why I tell the people that is not true, Dima. You might do it from a midfield position when Salah pressed the players them in. So him have acres of space. Dima, him have the whole space as of himself. Let me put it back here.
I'm gonna send you a video just so you can watch. So you can watch, and then you probably change your mind at a later date. But boss, what I'm hearing from people who don't understand the sport is very annoying. And for dip on the stream and listen to you, it really gets to the boss.
It gets your nerves. All right then. Well, I'm not going to this up there with I'm not gonna agree with this. Trent is equally up there with technicalities as Kevin De Bruyne. I think Kevin De Bruyne is the most disrespected player in a world football because this man is one of the best players on planet Earth. Trent
Kevin
is
De Bruyne is disrespected.
Oh, you mean, man? You tell me say
No,
Trent is as technical as Kevin De Bruyne? No, man.
I say right up there. De Bruyne are probably better than him, you know, but he's right up there, boss.
All right, boy, I don't know what a brother do to you,
no, because Manchester City are your team, so you're gonna say that.
Yo, man can defend it. So you can defend the man, your man at 4
No,
year, you know.
but all right. So here's where I'm balancing my argument. Trent is having a horrible season. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defensively, one on one, he's having a horrible season, boss. But I can put that down to a lot of things. The whole team is having a horrible season. Trent played 63 games last year. Every single
Mm-hmm.
one of them were challenging for a quadruple. And he also played all of the games them going forward because we had no backup right back. So he have to play every single game when we're challenging for every single trophy. So the man burned out. He's still only 24 years old. Man is still a youth. People
So
don't consider him a youth now because of his greatness. So people now look say, oh, he's still young.
you know, say, you make people on your war with Trent. You hear I use because of his greatness. You know what Jamaican people.
But that is true.
But once you
Wait.
use him,
So Trent not great.
No, him not great.
So the man win every single trophy possible. The man completed club football.
He might take 11 players for win the one of the trophy them.
That's fine, but you don't make me finish. The man completed every single trophy in club football, playing a vital role in every single one of them. And you say him not great.
He was a good player in the quest of winning the trophy.
Vital.
But be honest, you know that time, look how long me cost. When you talk about Trent, me I tell you some things that Robertson is more effective than Trent because he might do defensive work, I might do attacking work.
No, I disagree.
Assist, and then you burn me out and say, no, Ray. But the man he defend attack, you know. He might defend and attack, you know, because he might get assist.
But in the club system, boss, Trent Alexander-Arnold is the main source of creativity. That's why I'm going to keep on telling you. That's why Klopp go for the midfielder, them are robust. Them just win the ball back and spray it to Trent because guess what? He is the main source of creativity in that team.
Or it's because he can't defend like Robertson, why they put the main source over the right-hand side. You don't believe that?
That can probably be a part as well.
All right. I'm glad you be honest.
I'm not come on your show and tell us that Trent are the best defender in the world. No. But I am saying people need to stop focus on the one limitation and focus on all of the positive. Like, why we always pick? No perfect footballer exists. So if you pick out one limitation out of somebody who has so much other extraordinary talents, achieve so much in the game at a young age, and you want to pick out that one thing for you say no good, that don't make no sense.
Yeah, the problem, the demo. Every time we are talk about the man, you have to put in some out of this world phrase.
You know what this is like, JD? You know what this is like? This is like people saying, yo, Messi are the best footballer in the world. But guess what? Messi can't play ball, just 1 foot him have. Look on Christy, him can use him 2 foot and him can use him head. Messi only can use 1 foot. Like that makes sense?
But that is not the same conversation.
Yeah,
because
you know one thing that the man is not good at to make him seem like him not good.
Demo, but you can't beat a man and you can't defend. That's not one thing, Demo. That's two of the main attributes of being a right back.
But you don't need to beat a man if him can pass the ball so well. Why need to beat somebody? You see the man half line crosses them switch from half line to Robertson.
Me know. All right, Demo. Let me give you. Your ball are great. Your ball are great, you know. But look, listen. How much other teams? No, wait. Before you're going away, you're not running away. How much other team Trent can go in and be honest. How much other team I think him can go in and function and be creative because me not think him can go in other team.
Yeah, but that for me is very subjective because that's all down to managers and style of play. That's why Southgate now pick him because Southgate uses a back three and a wing back, and Trent play a wing back very horribly when he plays for England. Very horrible. Like him couldn't fit in there so it all depends on system. If Pep have him, I don't know what Pep would have do with Trent. Probably Trent would have play midfield. Because just coaches have different philosophies and different ways to use different players. So we can't just say, oh, him can walk in any team in the world.
Okay, boss. Okay. All right. Then, no problem.
Thank you, sir. We never expect for the on the show to talk so long about Trent. Just give the man him respect.
The greatest defender of Trent Alexander-Arnold.
No. Stop talking about defender. Say player. No.
I said you. I said the great defender. I've used defender because I want to say you're defending him, something that
Oh,
he
okay.
can do.
No, because people keep on a beat the man when it's not necessary, brother. Stop picking out one thing that the man is not good at for judge the man whole career. That don't make no sense.
See, so we accessible for him come up and cuss, no problem. Him
Good.
just need to type it. Him just need to go in a Google and type in Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'm going to cuss the entire world because
Yeah, but I
everybody
go call all of them idiots, because all of them are idiots. Or some analysts where get paid a lot of money, I come out and I say, the man is like a championship defender. That, like, bro, if you
yeah,
want
but think
to
kind of yeah, but think of the that is him disrespect him there's a though, you know?
like, come on, man. Them are do them thing here for likes and clickbait. So big up yourself, continue with the man in cup show. I'll be listening, but sorry for take
All right.
over, but fuck this the man.
I the one Marcelo man, I mentioned Trent name. Guys, Trent is furthermore, don't mention him name on the show or it's like a summon him and a war and I try to see you mash up the whole of the show, Marcelo.
And
I tell
mind
you,
you, guys, like I said, the man is 24 years old. He started, may I watch the man, but you know why I defend the man so, JD? Because I feel like a proud father, boss. This is somebody may I watch from the under 23s. Just like Curtis Jones, I'm going to continue to defend Curtis Jones to the end. And the man grew and come up. The man was a midfielder in the academy, you know. And now him come and he might learn the trade. He might learn the trade as a right back. He might learn the trade. And he must still 24. Like, come on, give the man a break.
he's gonna be a capable right back where you can say this man can go in a flat back four system and function, even if he's not the best defender, but like a Marcelo, him turn out okay like that. You know, you think he might leave that as
yes. Especially when you have good defenders. I tell you already, JD, the man was a part of all of those Liverpool games that won 95% of them games when we did good for the past 5 or 6 years. Always up there with Manchester City in terms of clean sheets, Alice now in golden gloves and all of them stuff. Like, don't make it seem like, say, we are concede a bag of goals because of Trent. We are always up there with clean sheets.
We have to be honest. In them same time, the emo was a problem just the same because we can go from article just the same when people talk about that, yeah, but them couldn't exploit him because you have Salah and Mane terrorizing people front for people backline, so them cannot push up. So him get the free roam and him defended them good. Him actually defended them in a team good. So it was never dependent on him to be good as a defender. So that's how I just said I ask you that. I think it's a valid question for ask you if him gonna be good at defending someday, you know? Because that people ask you.
I don't think, all right, so make we use numbers. Make we use numbers and percentage before we go.
No, that's the manipulation. Numbers.
No, another message. I'm just saying. I'm never going to say Trent is past 60% as a defender. I'm not think he's gonna get past 60%. That reasonable?
Yeah, but 60% is good because I think Marcelo and those men that become legendary defenders.
Lower than 60% defending.
Yes, man, around 40, 35. Marcelo around 50%, you know.
So where I get trained? 35%?
35, 38, man.
I think that's hard.
Why, sir? That's too low?
I think that's harsh.
No, but if Marcelo around 50%, which that me here of big players that say Marcelo around 50% in a defending.
Right, so give him 45. You work with 45.
5% better in 5% worse than Marcelo? No, man. You're wicked as so. Marcelo used to run back in him, used to take some red card and him. but he
run back to one defend. Mr. Trent all a slight tackle. You see people have blame Trent for the Champions League or lose where Vinicius score. That was the only mistake Trent made in that game at right back. Because Trent lock off Vinicius for the whole of the game there up until the point when he scored. And I can beg it. I have the thing with me. No, I have it upstairs. But I have the thing with me because I went through and I hear all of the analysts them. I blame Trent and I say he can't defend. And I watched that game, JD, and write down minute by minute everything we Trent do. Minute by minute. Interceptions, tackles, everything I have to write down from paper upstairs. Because I wanted to bring this to the world. Trent was actually really good in that game up until when him never run back for Vinicius. And so we can blame that on Van Dijk to when he make the cross come in and I turn him back. But may leave that alone.
So that simply means that what Klopp say about him that in every game he might have lapse in concentration, like in every game. So
I don't think he might ever have. Like I said, I don't think he might go past 60% as a defense.
So in
He'll
order
never
for
get
this,
to reach games. He'll never get to one Bissaka. He'll never get to none of them Monday in terms of defensively. But the man as an overall package, you can't deny the man greatness.
all right. So before you
Don't get
go, because I want to run, because yeah, but you think he might go make the England squad, or you think he might the champion for not make him go?
not under Southgate. And that is very good for Liverpool. I don't think he'll make the squad. I don't need him to make the squad. When Southgate leave, then him can do that. Because I don't think Southgate is a good coach. Like him not call Madison either. Him not call Madison, him not call Sancho when they were on great form. Like him leave them out of the team. So it's all about team selection how we want to use there, man.
All right, all right. So that was a great demo, you know. All right.
man. Here we go.
All right. Thanks for coming on, yeah?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right. So let me continue, because a good conversation. Demo give his point, you know. And defend it. Yo, a long time and Demo war about the one player, you know, man. Never see. Guys, please, we have 80 people in the house. Please do smash the like button. And we know we might come off a little track, but at the same time, still support the video, then, man. Come on, man. Let we done this video on 150 likes, man. Cause look there, we still have 40 more minutes to go. You don't come here and give it the money. Yeah, you know, so the support it with a like, so we can get more visibility out there, man. Come on, man. Jesus, God, man, and subscribe to the damn channel. All right, so we have doing Thomas in the house. Big up. Sorry about that, guys. It's just the one Marcelo come here and start the war with Demo, man. Me I tell him, man, and then Liverpool fans them out there are warring in the chat. Me I tell him, man, stress me out. That brother smoke something, input Trent, and no, I think he meant up there like with his pinpoint accuracy and passing the ball and stuff. With his, that's his technicalities basically. It's up there. So if he's 2-3 points lower than KDB, he's still up there. That's what he meant, you know. But because he said KDB, it really triggered me off, you know, and make me feel and you know, not happy, because KDB, I think he has been disrespected, because I saw them give Henderson a award over that man in England, and there is no way on planet Earth Henderson should be in the conversation with KDB. Not one plat. Yo. Bailey didn't sell out to a Belgian woman like you did, ensuring that his wealth isn't recouped by them. Wouldn't be a better topic to discuss. Richard Crawford, so why are you coming here saying that I sold out my money to people foreign and all sort of thing? Richard, I might have done more things in Jamaica than you by helping people. Simple as that. So what about that? Hey, Mr. Richard, and where is your Jarastafari? You left it out, you little prick. You come here with a disrespectful thing. I don't know what is wrong with this man. JD, you see how Arsenal deal, but I said I think they're gonna deal with Liverpool, so it wasn't a surprise to me. Trent has more assists than KDB as a right back. Trent has more assists than KDB. KDB is on the record, the assist record to break it. You realize that? You realize that the Bearing's accessories to break the record, all-time record, you know, as assists. You know. Trent has more assists. KDB has more assists than players. The Steven Gerrard, one of the greatest player, Lampard, and all of those guys. He's on a trajectory to break all of those records in few games coming. All right. Yes. So I think I need to go back and revisit who is KDB. All right. Don't put KDB and Trent in the same stratosphere. It's not even possible. All right. Yes. KDB is top 5 player worldwide. Yes, man. I think KDB might go down to. I think KDB might be top 3 player right now, if not top 2 player in the world. You know, Beering's accessory. I think, yeah, this, that's my show, mashup star. I can't even manage. I don't know where I'm gonna go from here. Man, mash up my entire show into a UCL show star and a Premier League. A lot of people don't like Southgate. Brando, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Richard, you're out. Richard Badmine, man. Richard Badmine, me. I talk about what me I do in a in a Belgium. Give him money. Yeah, but Richard, that's good. The man, you come here so with a bag of foolishness, man. We reported that the man injured. So his report said that. So what should we out here doing? You know what? As a Canadian, KDB or Madrid give me nightmares. Yes, but I can tell a man. Um, I told you I was trolling. He's a good player, but Demo thinks he's the best. But sorry for mash up the show. Yes, man, it's okay. That we should be getting results now for the games. Yes, so as soon as they're in, we can give you the results. Yes, but at this time, let we look at the rest of the players them in the MLS because that is important as well, because we need to keep track on all the players and what they're doing. All right, so we have Ravel Morrison that scored yesterday, but what I've heard, his team might not be going anywhere. He joined the team in the latter stages of their season. So it's not like he was actually there from the start. Played the 14 games so far, started 11 minutes per game, 69 minutes, 2 goals so far, and the assists. I'm trying to get the assist here. Maybe I missed it. 1 second. Where's the assist? Big chance is 0. Where's the assist? Why they put assist so far? No assist? No, man. Damn. All right. So goals too. Scoring frequency 400. 1 second. Let this load a little bit. Scoring frequency 489 minutes. Goal per game is 0.1. Shots per game is 1.1. Shots on target per game 0.4. Big chances missed 1, and goal conversion 13%. Penalties 0. Conversion will be 0 as well. All right. Yes. And goals from outside the box 2 out of 13. Okay, that I think that's the amount of shots that he took there. All right, yes. Touches per game 41.4, and key passes 0.4. Their accuracy overall is 88%, which is good. He's always a safe person on the ball, which is 29.4, and in his own half 16.3 out of that is in his own half, and that's almost perfect, which is Mr. Ravel. Always can play a deep line very much well. 95%, 16.3. And in opposition half, it's still good just the same, because I think most of those balls is the one that he's making the final passes. That's what brought down his average there. 13.2, 79%. Long balls, the accuracy on that is 55%, which is good. And chip passes, 0.7, 63%. And accuracy on crosses, 17%. Not his strongest suit, so it's okay for that. And defending, so far, interception per game 0.6, not bad for a more attacking type player. Tackles per game 0.8. Can't do it well, because I thought he should have gotten sent off in the Argentina game. Possession 1, 0.5, not bad. Dribble pass per game 0.2, not bad. Because he's going to clear you out. Clearances per game 0.6. All right, yes. And errors led to shots 0, led to goal 0, penalty committed 0. Dribbles overall, successful dribbles 0.4, 45%, which is not bad. Total duels overall 2.7, 68%. Ground duels 2.2, 66%. That is good. ERL duels 0.5, 78%. Even better for attacking midfield. All right. Possession loss 6.1. All right. These are important stats, because the problem is, I think these are the stats that people will use to determine who should play where and who should be selected. All right. And I think that he's a protector of the ball, to be honest, and he should for now. I think he should always be in the listing if we're going to pick out of the same team that we have, like the same pool that we have at this point. I think Ravel Morrison has to be in it. All right. Question though, is Trent the most technical player on Liverpool's team? I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that, the Marcelo. I think you need to go and drop up Liverpool team and talk about that. All right. I'm actually even Bobby Reed a better right back than Trent, and Bobby Reed doesn't always play right back. My God. All right. Trent is a generation talent. One one who has landed every trophy. Okay, you said that already. It was- they were in last place when he got there. The Rasta no, yes, I've said that. I've said that. So I think Ravel has done himself good, which I had said early on to that he if he goes there and do remotely okay, that would be good enough for me. And I thought that he went there and did his job. So it's okay for me, in my opinion, you know. Yes, and I think that is good enough for him to keep on being in the team, and he should be a part of the Cameroon quest. You know, I think he has done enough to do so. The person that maybe a lot of people not really calling for so much. Remember, now, guys, the Cameroon game will not have England players available. Majority of the high level players won't be available. So I think you have to get the best. And out of that, a second best set of players, I would put Cory Burke in it. I thought that Cory Burke doing a very, very good job for the Philadelphia Union. All right. I don't understand why when people talk about Leon, it's 18. The guy stats is at the bottom of all the wingers in the EPL. Stop the bias. Done. People and not all of the people where you sell sensationalism. Don't think they look at those things. You know. I went to the Inter Miami game yesterday. Low was poor and subbed at halftime. We're gonna check it. We're gonna check it, Big Boss. He had some of those games, you know, but he has games that he played well in it, you know. Yeah, they lost 3-1 to Montreal, but they made the playoff. All right. So we might just do the playoff games if you guys are going to come and support it, like what you said we should do it. Ravel will do fine in the MLS. I'd argue the top end MLS teams are better than Derby. Okay, fair enough. JD Whisper scores bomber today. Guy is incredible. Yes, 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 yes. But remember, we have to use context in our conversation. You get me? And the sensationalism need to stop. You know. JD, just wondering, have you saw Ravel play in the MLS? Are you just going back? No, no, no. I saw him played a few games well. Yeah. And I saw some of his goals that he scored. I saw them as well. So yeah, he's doing well, man. He's doing well. He's doing better. Remember, we have to apply context to everything. You know, you get me? I'm not saying that he was one of the best players in the MLS, but for where their team were, the team was at the time, I thought that he did upgrade them. All right, if that's okay for you. Ravel score a screamer. Yep. JD, you don't owe anybody any explanation of what you do in your private life. No, no, I just don't like it when um I thought that after the time when all of the people used to hype up themselves and said every one of the other vloggers are more Jamaican than me and everything, and when you come on to help in Jamaica, I thought I was at the front of the queue doing almost everything. So I thought from that point people would have stopped this non-Jamaican thing and said, all right, the guy is here and the guy is doing his thing, actually doing football studies and bringing back something to the people and actually helping the people at the same time, you know. But the fact that today they are still doing it, it only tells me that they're not going to stop. It doesn't matter what I've done or educated I've become. You know, it doesn't matter. They're going to always say that because I am not in Jamaica and I'm not a part of the Sufferation gang. You know, because that's the only thing people can resonate to inside. Not say everyone inside Jamaica, but these people that has problems with me, they only can resonate to you have to be suffering every single day of your life. And your face screw up and your face look tough, you know? And it looks like my face I get too cool. And it looks like I'm not suffering, you know? Yeah, so that's why you don't respect me. But it's cool. It's cool. So, but respect. At least people here not really paying them any mind. Before they had the power, but no, nah, it don't make any sense. Jamaican players seems to lack concentration and focus at time. We need to work on our mental part of the game. Strong points there. But I'll keep it in context. We have Cory Burke here. Cory Burke, he's doing a good job. KC kill Waterford 8-0. All right. How much the big bad whisper? We should not say he's whispering. We should say he's doing good. All right, so Cory Burke, 33 games played so far. 33 games played so far. Started 8 minutes per game, 36. Wow. 7 goals and 4 assists in that time. His minutes is kind of low, man. But he did well for the time that he got. Okay, so it looks like it's in the latter stage, and he had an injury this season. Yeah, see, I thought he had an injury this season, so maybe that's the reason why he never played so much. Maybe that was one of the reason. JD, read the book, The Art of Not Giving. Yeah, man. Yes, man. Before they usually come here and don't play my Jamaican side, but no, it doesn't really matter. They can't do that. That is just a apply to take away my actual skill set. Because they wouldn't be here, if I'm not good at what I'm doing, they wouldn't be here. That's what the sad thing, Yes, I'm actually. You said your face get cool. What you using? Cake soap? No. I'm just saying it looks like I'm not suffering enough. I need to come up and look seriously unhappy. Even my mother, my mother called me the other day. Me and her talking. She said, "Oh, you just sound like you just sound always so happy, Not like when you was actually back in Jamaica." And I'm saying, no, man, it's just because I just want to be happy, The only time sometimes I feel sad is just when I do come here after be fighting in the chat, But aside from that, man, I'm happy in life, man. I'm not gonna make anybody worry me, And I'm true obligated to come and support Jamaica sometime on these chats, but I still I got a bad man, Robert. You hear me about Robert? What up, Richard, whatever his name? Jarastafari, Richard Jarastafari. uh Stop smiling so much, JD. What wrong with you? I don't know, I don't know. So my players name that I had to put on the list would have to be Ravel Morrison, Cory Burke, Blake, of course. Damian Lowe would make it back in it, and Javian Brown, based on what he did in our Argentina game, I would put him back in the team there. So we have 5 solid players coming from the MLS so far. So I don't think, and you have King, because King make the team regardless of what condition. You understand me? Yes. So King would be one in it because they said his greatness is in his name. So so he will be in the team. All right. So that's 6 players already on the listing, and you might have my boy coming from college. I like the way he talks. I wanted to see something from him. Malik Owil. Yes, I wanted to see something from him. So I do believe that this is a good opportunity for we to get as much people in the team. Call up Marshall Roddy as well. Marshall Roddy. Let me write it down here. Marshall Roddy in the team. Yeah. Umza said, JD, your bot put me on timeout. Really? He's out here doing these things? Jesus Christ. I have to make these man's moderators, so the bot can't time out people. All right, guys. Please get me up to 100 likes. For 2 days, you guys out here doing me very bad, I'm at 87 likes. So if you just came in and you forgot to hit the like button, please do so because it helps the algorithm, helps people coming here to watch the videos and stuff. All right. We are going to go a little bit longer because we have to get the results. Normally they will send the results to my phone. So hopefully I do get it. All right. And I think I should be getting, if I do get the clips, I will stay tonight and post the clip for Whisper and the entire KC team. Yes, because I told Mr. Butler said that I think the KC teams are a little bit better. Yes. We will keep on posting most of those videos. I don't know what happened to Robot Man. JD, for me, any league that teams are scoring 8 and 9, that means that should have a two league, a two league, the top elites and the other players. Okay, but tell you what, City scoring 6 and 5 almost majority of the games. So would you say how much of the teams you would put with City in the EPL to challenge them, because they gave Manchester United 6. So I don't understand. I don't understand how would have worked that, because some teams are just better than some, even if they do spend the same amount of money, because Manchester United might spend even more than City. They spend even more than City in that time, and they're getting 6 from City 2 times in that time. So I don't know. We can calculate that. Doubt we'll get home, laugh out loud. Canada and the MLS next Davis, very young. Liverpool are the front runners right now. All right. Then we have Mr. Robert Troublemaker Smith. Join the chat says Javian is not getting any game time, right? Unless he played yesterday. He haven't played since September. Javian or Javian? Which one? Which one? Because you said Javian, so I don't know if it's Javian and Javian Brown. All right. JD, question: what's more shocking, Arsenal rise or Liverpool's downfall? I think it's Liverpool's downfall. I thought that the signings, Nunes came in. I thought that he would have done well, just the same. My boy Arthur from Juventus thought that he would have came in and done well, but obviously the intensity is a little bit high for him, and he broke down because he had a grind problem from before, and it got worse since being here with Liverpool and stuff. So I still believe that Liverpool's mentality would have got them over the line, and the team would have feared them. So they could have used the fear factor to get through a lot of the games. So I would say, based on that, it's Liverpool's fall would be the answer. Arsenal's rise is not shocking, because Arsenal they were doing similar things. It's just the consistency they wanted from last season, and now they have the steel and the consistency. So we expected that to come at certain time. And what worst off, they have added Zinchenko and Jesus, which are two actual winners, Premier League winners, multiple Premier League winners. So they have added those individuals. Then Saliba came in playing good. And you have the other individuals them added their steel up. So the confidence is there. So I wouldn't say it was a shock to see Arsenal playing this good. Arsenal was playing some of the best football from last season. The result just never came. Yes. So I think it's not a shock to see where Arsenal is at this point. Liverpool, definitely. I never expected the teams in the Premier League to balls up and go at them. Just go at them. And believe me, from the first game till now, every team went at Liverpool. Every team went at Liverpool. So I have to say congratulations to the Premier League. From they know your weakness, this thing done of big team, Players, the team just going at them, just going at them, period. Yes, he never played. He made the bench. Big Boss, he made the bench. So I guess, but when we don't have much choice unless you are gonna bring in Wes Harding. That's the only thing. He never brought in then unless you have to bring in Wizard in Rob Smith. Unless you have to bring in Wizard in. Liverpool don't fall more shocking. Just yes, man. It was obvious, man. JD, you told us earlier in the season that Liverpool will drop points, and am I mistaken in my assessment? Yes, I told you that Liverpool, out of all the big teams, they are going to drop the most points. And everyone said I'm an idiot, and I explained to them why. And exactly what I've said, that's exactly what happened. But yet still, I'm the madman, you know. I just my Crystal Palace stake. People I look at and Crystal Palace in the bottom three the other day, and people cry because they say, please, the Crystal Palace win a game. So JD can't look like a magician. Proud of you, JD. You at least mentioned Saliba as a part of the reason. That is progress, my brother. Now, JD, not going to lie. I think Liverpool is going to ball out, and my Manu will get worse. No, I think Liverpool will get worse as well. They are going to get worse. They are going to have a good spell where in which they're going to face lower teams, but I think that's going to expose to you and show you that they are not in a good mindset. I think their mindset is just not right. And I think a lot of them suffer burnout, and some of the players that left, which some of the players that left, because Origi might be the biggest savior of Liverpool's team. All people talk about Trent and everybody. Origi might be the biggest savior for Liverpool's team. In the actual working mechanics of the team, Sadio Mane was the main reason of that pressing, because he's the one press, because his energy is a part of his skill set out of anyone else on the team. You understand me? And that dropped down tenfold. Salah is much more of the Rose Rice type of player, but he will press sometimes, you know? Yes. So it was a perfect scripted team, and that perfection is just not there anymore. So now you're going to have people attacking their midfield, which your midfield was average. It was just a bunch of robust players moving up and down to try and get it to Trent, so Trent can get it to the forward line. So Liverpool team was not sleek design and the technically gifted players. It was not that. That's why you have people praising Trent so much. That was the system. You get me? That was a system. So if you close off the press at the top, and now you don't have the technicalities in the middle. So that's going to always get exposed. You cannot have no ball retention. You get me? You cannot have it. It's going to always cause a problem. So I don't think they're going to fit it, and they're going to fix it this season. And you have injuries on top of, you have lack of players there, you know? Yeah, so I do see bad times in Liverpool, you know, and Liverpool have Manchester City after this. And if Manchester City beats them, my goodness, Liverpool is in the official mud. Oh my God. Just straight growth mindset, JD. Yes, man. All of the that's why we try to give back, you know, in our what we're learning, you know. Javian has not played in the last four matches. Unused subbed. All right, JD. I was speaking about schoolboy football in Jamaica. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. If you think that, you need two leagues in the schoolboy, let me know if you guys would agree with that. Two leagues in the schoolboy. Yeah, well, that's fair, because you don't want to see the big score lines. It's okay. All right. Manu is better equipped for the season right now. I think Manu is going to get better than Liverpool, and a good stretch better than Liverpool, but not this season. They are going to play better than Liverpool this season, just the same, but they are not going to be outright better than Liverpool fully this season. Next season, you're going to see the identity much better. I think Ten Hag will get it better. Ten Hag footballing style is way better than Liverpool. Way better than Liverpool. Way better than Liverpool's club style. Way better. And I think it's much more attractive. You guys are going to love it, man. Ajax play some of the best football in the world, you know. The best football in the world, you know, for maybe 30, 40 years, you know. 30, 40, if not longer. They have always been one of the best footballing team. And I thought that he played some of the best football in Ajax. Ajax's history, to be honest. You know, obviously his players are better than the rest, so they get to showboat a little bit more. But now he has good players in England, and they are better than a lot more teams. So he's gonna get it right, man. Believe me, man. I'm still confused why they got Arturo. I thought that because they had um Thiago Alcantara, they wanted to make sure he fits in that mold because they are same. They're old up old ball handlers just the same, you know. So that's what they wanted him to do, so they can repeat, they can sustain that because he did tweak the system, to put in Thiago Alcantara in it, you know. And JD, from last season, you could have seen that Liverpool game was dropping off. There is no more fear of Liverpool. Yes, man. I think it's just one kid that did that to Liverpool, Ishmael Sarr. From I saw him did that to Liverpool, Watford game, the first game with Liverpool. Liverpool won the game because of cheating of the referee. Yes, at Liver Anfield as well. And then the return leg, Ismail Sarr tear them up, man, tear them up. I mean, I say, so this thing is not gonna work for so much longer. People don't want to hear it. But Alvas is playing week in and week out on a better team. Alvas go playoff. All right, so we're gonna watch a lot of the. We're gonna report it, Rob Smith, and if it's a truth, we have to admit the truth, don't you? Because that's what we pride ourselves on. So if Alvas playing better than Javier Brown, we're gonna talk about it. That doesn't necessarily means he's gonna get selected, because remember he has problems. He has problems. Are Tell you what, I don't know. I don't know, so I'm not going to come with speculation. So I'm not going to say he has problem. All right. So if he's playing better, he should be in the team. I'm not going to talk about whatever happened in and around histories. Yeah. JD, based on the performance so far, your top five prediction for the season. I think Arsenal and City so far, they will make it in the top five. Everybody else, they have serious problems. Tottenham picks up points, but they are one of the worst top seven teams. They are terrible. Their football is very, very negative. Yes. City, no, Chelsea, rebooting, but they're coming up back at a ridiculous rate. So and Pata is a very organized manager. So I think because he's organized and he has good players, he will pick up points. And because the others are bad, he will still remain in the top five. For me, um, I think Tottenham might drop out. I think Tottenham actually might drop out at the top five. Yes, I wouldn't put Tottenham in my top five best teams. I would even put Manchester United above Tottenham. Yes, Tottenham. I'm very sorry, Warren. Tottenham. It's depressing football, man. With all of those footballers. I just saw Richarlison, Big Richo, out there with my boy, with Neymar playing some wicked football with Brazil, and then I saw him barely can move in the Tottenham team because you have big slow snail Hurricane. You know. Sometimes you have to respect these players, to really leave their big super style football in Brazil to come and play in Tottenham team, man. A big waste of time, I tell you, man. Rob just chilling 4D. Okay. JD, watch Liverpool second half of the season. All right. I have to disagree, JD. Spurs football depressing, but Conte knows how to get. Yeah, but I can't look at Big Richo in Brazil team and most of the players them in their national team, how they look different. Obviously, Kane look the same in England team, so I can understand that Kane might feel happy playing in that system. But 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 the other players them that are much more flamboyant players don't want to play in that Tottenham team, man. I'm very sorry, man. When Richarlison play for Brazil, you can see that the man is very happy, you know. Yes, but Tottenham, not at all. JD, would Alan Origi from Switzerland be available for Jamaica in November? I think he would be available, but I don't think he's going to play for Jamaica if he doesn't have no one contacted him, So I think they need to go out and contact him. So you say Spurs? Yes, man. I think Conte will people will figure out his depressing football style, you know. JD, did a big up Hotspur before. Yes, man. I like the way I like what how they bought last season, and I said okay, I did a few tweet. You had my ball and stuff. I'm gonna give you a little credit because you have Son and Kane there at the same time. Kulasevski came in, and I'm saying all right, then you have a good defensive midfield line, but the man don't want to take any risk, man. So it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. But at least I'm talking the truth. All right. Let me see. All the people man deal with it. Well, I tell them, I retire. You know, say if I do none more streaming again in the night, I'm gonna get 150 likes. I'm done with the YouTube. Yeah, I'm done with it, man. All right. Let me take a call here. Good day, Mr. Caller. How are you doing? Guys, at 2 hours I'm there and I get the likes up to 200, man. Can't bother with them, you know. Yes, Bossy. How you doing?
Yeah, man. Just call to get some trouble today, you know?
Yes, man. So what you want to chop up, Big Boss? Let me see if we can get the man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, cause to me you talk and about some Premier League player. Me I say I wonder if you see how we did Liverpool yesterday.
Yeah, but we have said that you
just want to know if you watch the big match.
If I watch, oh, you mean if I watch match? Me no such match. I talked on the match, Big Boss. So why are?
Oh, it's your rhetorical question. You have to watch the big side, man. You see Arsenal, you have to watch them because you know a big side, though.
Okay, all right. So no problem. So
You give a rating that we deserve now, sir.
I had given you the rating because I said I think Arsenal will defeat Arsenal will defeat Liverpool, you know, and they did. Okay. So me don't know why you come here and fight with me. Like me never actually say them are gonna defeat them. I said it, yeah. So
no, actually statement when you say Jude Bellingham better than everybody now.
Yeah, but Jude, that still remains true because I don't know if you actually peek on what Jude Bellingham doing.
Watch him now is a skillful player.
Brother, I still remained. Jude Bellingham, nobody in Arsenal's midfield is better than Jude Bellingham. I'm very sorry, brother. I'm very sorry. But that still remains the same. Jude Bellingham is better than everyone in Arsenal. If Jude Bellingham goes to Arsenal now, he must start over everybody. Anybody he wants to start over him, just go there. Yes.
Over Thomas Partey?
They're not gonna. Thomas Partey is gonna be a defensive midfielder in the system, so they're not gonna waste Jude Bellingham's talent to put him in a defensive midfielder. Why are you gonna buy a player that is expensive to play him as a defensive midfielder? You get me? Partey is not better than him, Jason. You could have talk all they want to talk. Nobody in this world now pick Partey over Jude Bellingham. Nowhere on planet Earth. Are you and your Arsenal fans them alone? Jude Bellingham is a very I don't know what I wanna come here with a sarcastic laugh like Arsenal people them know football more than anybody else. Everybody in the world think Jude Bellingham better than everybody in Arsenal.
No, man, are you alone, man? Are you alone?
Okay. All right then. I am not playing Jude over Odegaard. No, Jude over everybody. Him better than everybody in the midfield. Nobody don't want to buy Arsenal midfielders them to go nowhere. Everybody want to buy Jude to go everywhere.
You know what club you want Odegaard before Odegaard come to Arsenal? I wonder if that Real Madrid coming from.
Yeah, I know where Odegaard coming from. I know Odegaard from around 16 when he must say I'm a wonder kid. Okay, well Jude Bellingham better than him now. I'm very sorry. I play Jude over Odegaard. Okay, but you're laughing.
No, for laugh. Yes, yo.
Brother,
I your view still.
No, but on my view, but yeah, I don't think you're watching the man in all of these games. The man I play all top teams, all top games, and him look better than everybody from Arsenal team consistently in every single match. So what you would use to judge then? Me see him against Bayern Munich, him look better. Me see him against Manchester City, him look better. Me see him against Germany, him look better. Every team this man played, him look better than everybody in the Arsenal team. So why should I come here and tell a lie?
All right, no problem.
Explain to me. So tell me where you saw Odegaard and Partey. Partey go to I wish I am team play. Ghana and play. Yeah, Ghana. I'm go for the Ghana team. Go for the Ghana team.
Yeah, man, Ghana.
The party stop. There are no party. The party stop. Him have to go back to
Alright.
Arsenal. Him broke down. The party stop because him a drink too much. So this man always injured, and him better than somebody that's available.
No, you can't use that. No, you see, at the end of the day,
No. The next player is
permanent.
more talented.
Form is temporary, class is permanent. And that you need to know. Form is temporary, class is permanent. So no matter what a man injured some of the time and not play.
All right, so
when him coming
Jude
back
Bellingham, Musiala, yes, someone said Jude Bellingham, Musiala, Foden, Musa, yes, and I would say Musiala, Foden, Bellingham better than everybody in the Arsenal team. So you would say Musiala better than everybody in the Arsenal midfield?
Oh, me would I say that?
No, may I ask you? Would you say that? You're gonna say no?
No, never.
Oh, you're mad,
No,
man.
man.
Your Arsenal's ego is different level, you know. So by Arsenal better than Bayern Munich.
I wouldn't say Arsenal is better than Bayern Munich, but guess what now? It's when we bought Bayern Munich next season at Champions League, we're not going to see. I'm not set up the van now, I'm just want to see by next season. Because we don't going to improve. But I'm not going to say it now, more you see it for yourself.
Oh my God. Yo, the man, them ego, you know, man, is top notch, you know, man. When the ego.
Hey, it was alright, I tell you this. There was enough people in a denial, let's say we side improve. Enough people right now, it's like them still a talk down the side, like them must say, okay.
Okay,
Arsenal
but
still not
hold on. Umzo, I saw them playing the Champions League. Arsenal is not in the Champions League, so we can't talk about Farmers League. I saw them playing for England, playing Germany. That is not a Farmers League because it's better than Arsenal team because most of them can't make the England team. So you notice that's some name out those things there because I know Arsenal fans will move the goalpost and tell me, that's a story. Most of Arsenal players they can't make the England team, and them though in a Champions League for 1,000 years since Arsene Wenger left. All right, so
hey,
there's no
all
excuse.
can say, no?
There's
that's
no
all
excuse.
Can say, no?
No,
So we're not in a Champions
Jason,
League, no? That's the only thing we can say.
Jason, nobody come with it, Jason. We talk about champion. We talk about different. Yo, JD Premier League every week is a better. Is a battle. Regardless, okay, good lad. Musiala is better than them. Yeah, you have talents that you can just look at and that they are better than them. Because I think if Musiala and Bellingham comes to the Premier League, they're gonna look just like Foden. And there's nobody in the Arsenal team better than Foden. Nobody. What you're gonna say, Mr. Big Boss? So you're gonna tell me that people in the Arsenal team better than Foden? That's what you're saying to me now.
You know, it's Saka better than Foden.
Saka better than Foden.
You sure about that? Or you mean? And no comparison every day there. And I tell you. Jesus. You see for yourself still. Then, wow, did I say something wrong? I never stuttered.
This guy, big up woman, this guy JD talking madness. Okay. So Saka is better than Foden. I think Foden is actually one of the best footballers in the entire Premier League. Not just Manchester City. You know. I actually think Foden is one of the best footballers in the entire Premier League right now. So I'm including every footballer. And you are saying that
changed the game for England the other day. I want to know that Saka them have a draft up to change the game for England the other day. I want to know that.
All right. So Jason says, Jason's an Arsenal fan and said that no bias, Foden better than Saka. But you never need to have no bias. Foden better than Saka by 1 billion miles. It's not even close.
Hey, I don't say the football gods are unforgiving, you know. You're blaspheming now. The football gods are unforgiving.
No, but look, you the call delusional, and even Jason try to run well if you're on that Taylor said no, Foden better than him. So me not die for the end with you.
Let me tell you something, man. Foden can't change a game like Saka. Foden cannot change a game like Saka.
How much
England.
How much
Foden couldn't do a Saka do.
But you know you're mad. You know you lose it. How much high profile?
But a Foxy attack.
No, and a Foxy attack. You think a Foxy attack. You just say things. Your mouth a move. Your mouth a move, but not come out. Your motor
You
move.
know what you watch?
No, but you are look at one game. How much other game? Out of soccer are Foden. Out of soccer are Foden. How much of them come on? Me see Foden change 5 games in favor in Manchester City favor this season alone. Out of 8 Premier League games, me see him come and change 5. Tell me, say Saka change 5 Arsenal games, them no? Cause me watch them.
What you mean?
Come, so me know a lie. Come tell me, you know.
We have them say, whole if I game Saka against Arsenal.
Let me go here, sir. Because me don't know all this stuff coming in a Premier League war to artists. Let me go. Let me go in the Premier League war because me have to bring up the Premier League. I really want to see this now. Oh my God, this is getting on my nerves, man. Oh,
He said, Jerry, has some player. The man said, Saka don't change the game.
No, don't lie for me. Me never say Saka don't change a game. So you can't lie for me, brother. Foden change 5 games. Tell me say Saka change 5 games. We pull up the video.
More than 5 Saka change. More than 5. I'm not asking you. No my side. I asked you my side again.
And you lie. And you are lying. Because you say Saka change 5 games this season. 5 Premier League out this season. But I lied that, brother. Oh,
you talk about this season? No, I didn't say
so,
this season.
No, but you come like a year's now work. Your mouth alone didn't move the last time, but a year's now work now.
All right, you talk about this season. All right. How much game phone change for England? Talk to me now.
Me never say him change. Me never. That wasn't. So we have moved the goalpost now. So all right, Saka gonna change 5 games to the season. All right, no problem. In the Premier League. So and how much games Saka changed for England this season? For England this friendly we're gone because
in Germany.
Yes, that about. So him change the Germany game.
Yeah.
So how much?
I mean, Ford couldn't do that.
Yes, so this is where McCann.
Couldn't do that.
Yeah, this is where McCann. Yes, it's Arsenal fans and bias. Yes, it's Arsenal fan and bias, guys. Yes, it's them bias. Listen to all them bias. Him say Saka come in and change the game. But when we just talk about Musiala playing at the same game, you know. Musiala playing at the same game, you know, for Germany, you know. So we could use them. We could use it for judge Bellingham and Musiala how good they are comparison to the Arsenal players. But no, you can use Saka's performance in the England game in the same game.
But Bellingham never figure in another game there.
Bellingham never figure in the England game. The England versus Germany.
No,
all
right. I like Saka. As Saka come change the game. Everybody see that the whole world see it. Oh, you know see it.
I think get up on drugs, you know. I think get up on drugs. You lost it, you know. England. Look, the man said Saka. The man said Bellingham never feature in the game. Let me pull it up here, guys. Me gonna show you how mad that brother is. Me can't talk football with you. Me never pull it up, you know. And when him talk, me pull it up. Me maximize it now and make it see for yourself.
Impact. Alright, no,
the best player upon the entire team.
Like Saka.
The best player upon the entire team.
Like Saka.
No, the best player upon the team. For England is actually Jude Bellingham, and him come off with an injury. So I don't know what the brother are talking about. Jude Bellingham have 67 touches, 91 passing accuracy, 41 of 45, 1 key pass in the game, 1 of 1 long ball, 1 shot on target, 2 off target. Remember, him actually win the penalty as well, you know. Dribbles 1 out of 2, penalty 1. Ground duels 8 out of 14. Lost the possession only 8 times, 1 foul committed in the game and was fouled 3 times, 1 clearance, 3 interception, 4 tackles, 1 time dribble pass. What you talk about? The man was the best player by England team.
Only 8 times. Only 8 times. That's too much time for lose position. Only 8 times.
You know watch football. 67 touch the man have on the ball. That means the man have 59 touches when the last on the game. What are you talking about, brother? You come here and watch football. You don't come on my show and tell me. Don't come on my show and tell me about football. You just embarrass yourself.
No, I'm not. No. Saka never start have more impact than Jude Bellingham in the game.
So if have more impact in the game. If have more impact in the game.
Yeah, him come change the game. Him come change the game as him come on. So you talk like him that and now I play the man. As the man come on the game change.
People, please. This caller is getting delusional now. I'm biased as show now, you know. In bias show out of Jude Bellingham or Saka, which one of the players in England performance you would say was more impactful in this game? Many because him come on as a sub, some say impactful. So it just said Jude Bellingham or
because
Saka.
of the time
try
on
find
the
the
field.
perfect way, the perfect balance to make it be fair. Brother, you
Alright,
never
because
watch
of
the
the
game.
time
You
on the
never watch the
field.
game, brother. Jude Bellingham was
Jude
the
Bellingham
only
would have been.
sensible player on the entire field the whole time.
Alright, because of the time on the field, Jude Bellingham get to make the impact. If Saka ever did start that game there, you'd have see the impact of Saka have over Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, but Saka can't get on the ball unless Jude Bellingham play him in it, because Jude Bellingham was the engine of the entire team. He was there with Declan Rice. Declan no look Rice. You understand me? Brother, you never watched the game, brother. So don't come and tell me about you see I bias, embarrass you today, The man pick up the one player which was the best player on the field for complain about. You're terrible, The man said 8 times out of 60, 7 touches on a ball. If any football player can get 8 losses out of 67 on a ball every day, they would have considered as one of the best players then, because the only personnel them that have them stats there is actually Manchester City players them. It's actually Manchester City players them. So
when you realize that Jude Bellingham has as well you hype him up, and when he buck Arsenal,
when he buck Arsenal, all right. You know what? Just go on my business, brother. Because you just mash up my brain cell for 10 minutes. But when he buck Arsenal, but I may tell them, I give Arsenal all of the prison about them money. See, I never, brother. Anybody watch the man? Jude will go to a mid-table Prem team like Liverpool. Oh my Zachary. But I may tell you, man, I love the fights,
How is Zachary say? What Zachary say?
Yeah, him say Jude will go to a mid-table Prem team like Liverpool. Jesus God. The fights, man. Oh, can we turn a Reggae Boyz program into fight?
Jude Bellingham a good player still, But just give him some time. Me no want to hype him up. Because I tell you something. No time we do damage to the player, if you hype him up and then
but Saka, you hype up the Arsenal team. You should have come out there and say Arsenal need time.
Saka been there, done that. Saka do him
been
time
there, done what?
Right
been there, what, done what? What has Saka
really done? Saka young and him develop properly.
Okay, but you talk about been there and done that. Which big coach you talking about? Or Manchester City C team coach?
No, what you want to talk about? Yeah, like this are the coach. We have Premier League leader. Oh gosh, JD, come on, shame on you, man, shame on you.
This war, DJ Gigs. He never watched the game. And that's how we catch him in the lies, That's how we love when we have everything here to just prove to him. You understand? Him can't. them just overhype them ballers them. I saw him overhype the Jamaican baller as well. I saw him overhype the Jamaican ballers like when I do Arsenal. Believe me, man. You play them good, and they might do a good job, but them not as good as what you're saying at this point. They have a good ceiling. They have a good ceiling to do good in the future.
Okay, we can wait until like next season we in a Champions League.
Okay. But me say when I'm in Champions League, yes, believe me. Remember, me I watch Arsenal a long time, long time, Yeah, all right. So me know when Arsenal is actually good. So and this team is not the best Arsenal team ever, not even close. You get me?
No, I'm not going to say the best Arsenal team.
So then,
ever,
you
the
have
team
teams where are some of the best team ever, because I think the City team might be the best City team ever. This one where we have now,
Yeah, man.
So,
to be honest,
you come up and hype up yourself when you actually have teams right now where are some of the best teams them ever assemble ever,
No, let me tell you, the only team right now, me where we are for City, to be honest. I'm not afraid of no other side. My side, not afraid of no other side.
Manchester United bust it down. Manchester United bust it down, so
Buck-ups. Just buck-ups. 2 buck-ups counter-attack. We play the better ball. Then the whole in the seat. They just get 2 buck-ups counter-attack. To attack them high press.
But I tell you, 2 buck-ups. So no people could have said the same thing. A 1 buck-ups goal they get from a counter-attack yesterday and win it. So what
No,
about
man,
that?
so we are knock
A
bar
counter
every
attack
time we
score.
counter press them.
A counter attack actually score upon the second goal.
That is true.
So when you
While that
attack,
is true. No, but watch out. All play the second half. So we dominate them and close them down and them on the ropes. Second half. So we are pressure them on them. Them play better in the first half.
No, I don't think Liverpool. No, I don't think Liverpool play better than Arsenal. None at all the entire game. When Arsenal drop back to counter them because they got the goal and realized that Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus can manhandle them. So they decided, okay, let's bring them forward. That they expose the weakness in the team, which is the back line. So I don't think Liverpool played nowhere near better than Arsenal for the entire 90 minutes. Arsenal was very comfortable.
In my humble opinion, I think the first half, Liverpool played better.
See where me I give team credit? Me I give team credit. Me I think Liverpool was in control no part of the game. No part, not one.
Still, you don't believe this? Okay,
no, not one. Arsenal played Liverpool. Arsenal punked Liverpool yesterday. Punked Liverpool. But look, brother, when the man attack, when the man counter attack, them seems like them destined. When people under pressure, you don't see the counter attacks them work out like that. Martinelli them are run into space. Jesus are all lines. Saka drop go wide. If they were dropping back to defend. It simply means you would have had them caving. All of those three men were actually free. That simply means it was not by force, it was by design. You understand me? That's how you look at football. It was by design.
That strategy still.
It was by design.
Yeah, I understand where you're assisting. I understand the logic where you're assisting.
Yeah, it was by design. Yeah,
but it was a good matchup still. I'm not
going to fight with them because I forgot to the schoolboy football results and everything. So we have to continue the war with you next week. You understand me? No, tomorrow. Right, no, not tomorrow. But the next day after this. Because we have to do USA versus Spain woman over the next channel, yeah?
All right, my boy. So really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys. There's so much information I collect because all them man I test them, come test my knowledge from football and for war with me. You see, I have pull up my stats and dust him out. Walk on Big Boss CC, how you doing?
But there, man, Jude Bellingham is England's best player. Who can see that? Now really watching football.
They never said any him the best player, you know. For England, they must say him the better than all of the midfielders them in the Arsenal. So me
that's what.
So,
no, listen, this youth are the most coveted footballer right now in terms of the next transfer window coming up. The whole world want this baller.
I don't know what they will watch. The Arsenal fans them they are so.
Remember, JD. This man can play six. The ability of this player. The man are playing 6 right now, man, and that is not necessarily his position.
6, 8, and 10, him can play all. Him can play left.
The man can play 6, 8, and 10.
Him can play left midfield as well, outside wide. Him can play outside wide.
The man can play anywhere in a Miglai Park, anywhere you put him. Outside wide, inside.
Yeah. Also, I don't think Harry Kane is England's best player. I think it's actually Jude Bellingham right now. We have to give it to the kid. These two little, you see Musiala and him coming up, they are some special talents, man.
Listen, I tell the man them say the midfield that Arsenal that Man U, that England should be looking at is the same youth, Jude Bellingham, Declan Rice and James Madison. I think if England pick the right players, my player now gonna make it side. As in make the starting 11. And that Mason Mount. If them pick the side, a certain way Mason Mount can make the man in the midfield. Look for the James Madison for starting the England side. JD.
Yeah.
And then who you gonna start? So even the game, the Germany game versus England, I don't know how some people don't realize say even in that game, I can't Jude, brother. I say when I watch the man, Jude Bellingham, my man right now. The problem I think a lot of persons have is because a young youth. I'm about 19.
Yes. And that's straight,
It's like,
straight bad man. A straight bad man, and nothing else.
yo,
Bad.
you know what I rate about Jude Bellingham, and I think Sancho did it as well. But the ability to bet for yourself as a youngster to leave England. And that I think a lot of youngsters never really did it in the past. So it's like, to me, it develops them much more than as a player. Like, I feel Foden more than likely stayed because Phil Foden saw his opportunity.
Program emulates the programs outside England, like the Dartmouth and stuff, and so it's the same level. And you can realize you put Jude Bellingham, Musiala, in the same league as Phil Foden. That's what you're saying, don't?
No, yeah, but what I'm saying is that it depends. Just like how I told somebody that Saka, to me, in England currently play, Saka has to start over Foden. In all England currently play, that doesn't mean that Saka is a better player than Foden, you know.
No.
It's just the way in which they play.
Yes, and because Harry Kane is on the field, so it kind of favors Saka playing because Saka has a little bit more direct speed, to be honest, you know.
Yes.
So I would say, yeah, I would agree with it there.
So with a different coach, then you would probably see a different thing. It's just like how a person might reason Trent Alexander-Arnold versus Reece James. And I'm telling them that Reece James gives more cover as a defender, and Reece James can give you in terms of attacking, you will not necessarily lose out with Reece James. Reece James, to me right now, plays like even a striker when he's coming in the box. I think a lot of person not looking at Trent Alexander-Arnold, right? You remember Gareth Bale? Which part Gareth Bale did start out?
Left back.
And then
left back.
Left back.
Yeah, left back. Yeah.
And then they realized the pace of Gareth Bale and how he strikes the ball and everything. Gareth Bale ended up being a left winger.
Yeah.
So to me, it is not far-fetched if Trent can be a left winger. It's not far-fetched to me.
Yeah, but Trent is nowhere near as fast as Gareth. Gareth Bale is like
prime Gareth Bale
is like revolution.
But to me though, look at Joshua Kimmich.
Yeah, but Trent not half as football IQ as Joshua Kimmich. I think Joshua Kimmich is like a German scientist.
Philip Lam 2.0.
He's a German scientist, that brother. Look at the man.
But Joshua, I'm murder. Hey, the German midfield big, you know. You have Kimmich, you have Goretzka, and you have Musiala.
Yeah.
Good look at midfield, them have, man.
Them have a good midfielder. Yeah, them have a good midfielder running.
Yeah. But even Goretzka, Kimmich, and Musiala. But what I say is, with the whole thing, even yesterday when I watch Liverpool, what I'm trying to figure out is that does Klopp tell these players not to tackle?
What you mean, man? Go
meaning like zonal. Watch out, look, you know, like zonal marking, and you mark space, and it's like you attack the space, and because I don't think they all right. For example, when you watch City play, right? City mostly dominate the game. However, if City feel like the team will get a momentum, a Fernandinho in the past, or a Rodri now, or even if Ilkay is playing there, them are going to tackle you. Them are going to stop the game. JD, them are going to stop the game. Somebody say, yo, I don't see Liverpool playing like that.
Yeah.
You ever see Liverpool? Notice how Liverpool play them play. When I see Rodri I make tackling in midfield. I see Rodri tackle man in midfield. Liverpool now get no card na JD. Like, if you notice, Liverpool probably win the Fair Play Award. About 2 seasons now. You know what I mean? Them a play the cleanest.
Okay. Me never actually look from it from that standpoint still. But, maybe I need to look on it that
just
way.
Look into, all right, first, like Virgil van Dijk. You know what is Virgil van Dijk? To me, Virgil van Dijk's flaw. If you even look on certain, like the way in which them play, I watched Arsenal game yesterday. The man them literally make Arsenal run through the middle of the park. You know the man that try to stop the game and try to break up Arsenal momentum and say, all right, and then swing the pendulum. Because that's what you have a midfield. When we have an end goal container Chelsea, N'Golo Kante, anytime a game I get her from Chelsea, N'Golo Kante's job is to make sure if it make a couple tackles. Stop the next team from playing if the next team is playing better than you. But it's like the man run around you and you're just marking the space. You attack the space. You defend the space. I wish even the goal when Trent come out of position, when Henderson go over, Henderson make the tackle, you know, and then Trent run out. We don't know what Trent run out going on. Henderson would have make the cover. But the man them don't tackle, brother.
Jeremy, no man, on my channels, them man, people was actually complaining just the same. I want to get the scores. I'm just waiting on the scores for the Manning Cup. Before I can shut off. Yeah, man, you brought up some good point, CC. But we have to get some stats because you have the Liverpool man. Them believe me when you talk about Liverpool, them turn up here with them science book, you know, to tell about all the metrics them. so we have to make it be known.
The team where all of them in a chastise, no coach. You know, JD, sorry, my team man in a chastise. You see this color, yeah? Tell them.
Your team get. The team get better. Yeah.
Hey, I want to tell you, JD, I tell them last year, I tell you, say, Arsenal fans, them all that. They're not brave, you know. Even when JD I tell me, say, oh, my team can't win the league. I say, I'm telling JD, I want to top of the league. We get the I will knock off, but we no response. But when me, the top of the league, man, a problem. Right? I'm telling them a couple more wins, I mean, in a race again.
All right. You're confident, so they're gonna make it.
I tell us right now, a couple more wins. I mean, I tell them, me not go win the league, you know, but me in a race. Saying the boy,
Jeremy, me do 2 hours already. I mean, on the back end of the video. And if you don't want me to talk about Manning Cup, I don't know, you know. You have to, boy, I don't know. You have to join the video when it just start. Because I don't know what more I can say. I can't put it in the title, and a billion people want we to cover it and give the information, and you don't want we give it information.
Philando, I tell you, say, man, the Jamaica. Man, I talk about Thomas Party. Me I talk about Liverpool. Me I say Liverpool don't tackle. If you notice Liverpool game entire yesterday, and now I see man them put in a tackle on an Arsenal play. Why think Arsenal like play Chelsea? I'm gonna tell you on the football. We tackle them. You have to know, say, you see certain teams are put on the ball. Right now, wait till you see Man City play Chelsea. You see what kind of ships are going. I think I'm going to put this ball down and go run like a man you. Must be mad. I thought that JD in one cruncher. I don't know.
No, man, try get him. Yeah, guys, I'm just waiting on the Manning Cup results. My boy to send the list so we can tell you the results. Exclude if Jeremy Miller want see Manning Cup result. We are here to do a job for Jamaica, you know. We're not there to do a job for Germany, you know. When we are talking about Reggae Boyz and Germany want to talk about Reggae Boyz, him talk about that. We have to talk about Manning Cup because the under 17 is connected to the Manning Cup. JD, you know
so why is the under 17 connected to the Manning Cup? So you not want to the Dakasta Cup?
Yes, when I said that, I just call it Manning Cup, brother. I told him I come from there, brother. Somebody just said
come from somewhere.
But people know when I said Manning Cup, I meant everything. You understand me? Only there's a trouble me. So me only know Manning Cup and Manning Cup alone. I play. Me don't know nothing about the other leagues, you know. Yeah, but me I gotta talk about the Dakasta. Don't worry yourself. Me not gonna talk about the intricacies of the league because I don't know it. I'm not gonna come here and lie and tell you say me got every match and me see every game. No. But I can give you the scores them. I'm just away from the scores so I can put it out. So at least let me post the whisper goal. Let me post the whisper goal. Then, but I need a score for the whisper game, guys. If you have the guesses,
you know, look on the JD. And you come from Jamaica too, so you know this, bro. But I think, see, like Whisper, I think Whisper is a very talented young player, right?
Yeah.
And I think the greatest thing that is happening for Whisper, and is probably 3 things. Number 1 is the link to the academy, like with the whole Craig Butler thing. Number 2, it's this whole YouTube thing, right? Or the whole technology boom. Because when you go to school now, not putting a dump on anything, you know, JD, when you go to school, JD, when I play in the Manning Cup, you have seen players, JD. You remember, you call you the name, Kemar Daly. Some of these players, you know, yeah, I've seen.
That a serious, man. That a serious, yeah.
But me just try to show you, so to me, I don't know if it is the mindset of the players them now, whereas some of these players might end up reaching further than some of the players them back then. Because that to me, you know, even like Jeremy and Teddy, all right, Jeremy and Teddy Johnson. To me, I wish that player for Teddy. But it's just all.
You think that is better than Teddy Johnson?
Yeah, man, that better, man. But it's just that man shows me that if you look for it, I can do everything, you know.
But me play against him, I literally play against him, so me know good he means. Me play against him more than once, you know.
Good, you know, JD.
Yeah, man, him a good man. Him that play for Medieval. Him that play for Medieval and Calabar.
Good, man.
Yes, man. Play
But
against
me
him.
just don't know, like, me just feel to understand. I'm seeing a lot of players even in that.
Just no way Dada better than Teddy.
No, yeah, what? Teddy reach further than Dada. It's just that you have to look upon it. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna go say, oh, Teddy.
Once, let me confirm it. So KC, it's confirmed that it's 8-0, right? Because I'm trying to make the title, you know. All right. So
Come
I'm trying to.
Dada daily. Come on, Dada daily, man. Come on, daily. I'm not family. Come on, Dada daily.
All right. One thing with them shots, yeah. No, me not put it in the shots. Me can't. The shots now work. So I gotta just put it out normal. Yeah. So somebody say 8-0. All right. So let me just put out the one there. Yeah, that is good, man. That a very good baller, but I don't think. I don't know if he was that. In the time when he play, he definitely one of the best footballers. Them. You'd have Dada at that time in midfield. You'd have Bullet Man. He'd have play forward. Craig Hunter. You have Jeffrey at the time. That's true. You have Nicholas Cook. You have Precky. They make Precky come from KC and come as Staths. Nicholas Cook, I think he need to come on Georges. Georges he may come from. He may come from somewhere.
But it ain't easy. Yeah, but as we said, JD is just a man reach far further. It's just how it is, yeah. No, that's what I say. Teddy reach like you can't, brother. You can't take nothing away from Teddy. Like them achieve more out of their career. Yo, now go kill me out. Now worry yourself, man. That's just my opinion still now. I'm not full no opinion to you know. But like I said, there's a lot of players, JD. What I see play schoolboy football, I tell you some wicked play. Like some players I see come to schoolboy football. I'm like wondering if them players they just have little bit more discipline. Because not for the youth, they don't know much discipline or no much dedication to the craft. But they mean talented. And that alone can really carry you, the mentality. Remember, you know, JD, me know say what school you're playing a schoolboy football league where you have man when a score much goal. Me know this youth JD, he come from St. Thomas. He used to play for Morant and then he come play for Kingston College. Name Clement, bro. Me don't know if you that because he come from country. But you see, me don't know. Boy, me say that you there a 5 a game them on the score. I say me have to one time I said to man, say brother, stop playing first round. You know, me sense you play first round against them team because them not in a them can't manage you. The man wear about size 6 in a JD, in foot small. See the man there dribble Lionel Messi-esque, man. I saw me see man. You know one thing I'm look on? Me couldn't believe saying so talented. You know why? A genius. Mathematical genius. So I say, no, sir. Normally genius and football no go together. In terms of genius in a football game, but genius in a book. Me literally in our exam and the man done do maths exam. Man get more than me in a JD and go and play maths. And them man now come a class. I just ball them man there play and turn up and do exam. When I tell me I say, no, sir. I mean, I talk advanced maths in a 6th form. Them man now come a class. But I mean that extra class for the little advanced maths. Man, But him choose the other way. Him do a maths degree. Him do I think mathematics and some sitting there model. But him do a maths degree. He stop play ball.
Me take the call, like, me go shut off soon here, cause me forget there.
Yeah, me I beg you 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah, man, Mary,
2 minutes.
how you doing? How you doing? Everything all right?
Yeah, man, me good, man.
Yeah, man, you depend on the program, big pass. How you doing? Yeah, man, we are here.
Yeah, man. You have a right for your opinion, which is true. And
we are cause me RCC.
Man never come jack when it's from go say that and tell him man never crucify him.
No, man. Not like that, but yes, I talk. But you right. Kemar Daly was a good player. But I wouldn't, I don't know if you know them, when they was younger, right? Maybe you do. I know Ricardo Fuller when he was younger. I played for Tivoli, I played for Camperdown. I used to call him Wiley Boo. But in terms of achievement, just take away the achievements, right? Remember, I said something like a chance to go overseas to, Kemar Daly, right?
Yeah, man.
He went to Preston. Do you remember that, right? He went to Preston, Nottingham, right? Now, in terms of Jeremy and Johnson, he play one Premier League, and that was the Bolton Wanderers. And the one game that was the last Premier League he played. Big Sam never did. He never liked him, and the man go down in that way you call it championship and make a name for himself. The only thing I was surprised is that this guy never got further than he was, because if you go back and you watch the highlights of this guy, how he carried the team on his back, right? I never see what's the name, actually, you did that. And I hope you're not going off a Manning Cup. I'm marking him off a Manning Cup. Is that your case?
The thing about it is, I was saying that at the base of it, I thought that Kemar possessed more talent than Teddy at the base of it. But Teddy had a greater career, you have to say, than Kemar. So I would say Kemar never maximized his potential, but Teddy maximized his potential. There's a lot of things now, Carla.
Kemar maximized his potential.
Let me ask you a question. You remember Keith Kelly, right?
Yeah.
Where was Keith Kelly?
He may go over Paris Saint-Germain and play against a whole bunch of big hosts and never make it.
JJ Akacha, all of these guys. JJ Akacha was there, Ronaldinho was there, and some of known baller. Keith Kelly was in that setup, right? So I'm saying to you that a player might possess a lot. A player might possess the talent to be at a certain level. However, it takes a little bit more than talent. So it have mindset and a lot of other things. So you realize that I don't think
more than talent.
That is what I'm saying. So I think Keith Kelly could have been one of Jamaica's best players, but for some reason, it never worked out.
Yeah, that's where I come from. But in terms of the tournament on the same level, right? Because I remember when Ricardo Fuller was playing here, right? I played for Tivoli. He make a name for himself. In high school, he did not. He never shined in a Manning Cup, right? So I don't know much about Kevin Dada. Did he shine in Manning Cup?
Oh, if he shine in Manning Cup? Yeah, man,
if
shine.
Kevin Dada shine. But you see, that is my problem with a lot of you guys.
Dada did shine in a Manning Cup as well. He did shine in a Manning Cup.
He shine in a Manning Cup, man, and he mean that shine for Tivoli too. The two of them play for Tivoli, you know.
Yeah, that is my problem right there now. That's my issue with a lot of people. When someone shines for Manning Cup and we glorify them. Now I'm not saying, you know what I mean? That's the case, right? Fuller did not shine for Manning Cup. And he might have to prove himself, he might have injury this and that and that. Come on, you know what I mean, later on. But I'm not saying, but I just don't use Manning Cup as a what you call it, a grading stool. That's just never that was never been the case for me. Because I've seen so many guys shine the Manning Cup, and as soon as them leave Manning Cup, trash. You know what I mean? Them go under. But in terms of what you were saying, yes, Jermaine Johnson went further, but they did get the chance. You know what I mean? What's the name with the chance for the overseas also went to England.
Yeah, but that's why I mean I tell you, say, if you look for the 99 under 17 Jamaica team, remember say Keith Kelly, how Keith Kelly got signed for PSG, you know, was because of that, you know. And I think Ronaldinho played one tournament with Brazil too. I think it was Copa America with 99. And that's how he went to PSG. Keith Kelly went to PSG the same time as Ronaldinho. And in the under 17 World Cup, they saw Kelly. Keith Kelly went to the under 20 World Cup and also was playing well for Jamaica. And like at that point in time, he was at Paris Saint-Germain. But I don't know for the life of me, I'm trying to wonder if the mindset of the Jamaican players, because remember say Walter Boy them get opportunity and go overseas to go play for Swansea. So for the life of me, I'm wondering.
I remember. Yeah, I remember. You know, with his thing, him get that instead of a red card for the fastest red card. You know what I mean? Walter Boyd. This is in the past, you know what I mean? And when the guys were so indisciplined. But exactly what you're saying now. So let's see if maybe you can agree on this. When the players go overseas and get a chance, allow them feel, right? What do you think is the problem? What do you think, how you think, you know what I mean, that situation, you know what I mean, can stop? But it's not just us. I'm going to give you an next example. Freddie Adu. You remember Freddie Adu, right?
Yeah. They want to go to America at 15.
Yes. In left hand went to Benfica and his career went down. My opinion, there's several type of players there like him, right? And they are fighting for the same what you call it, position. He have to come with something different. You can't go with the same thing and compete, you know what I mean? You know, so that was my, you know, that's just my thing, you know. But I'm not taking anything away from Kevin Dollar. I think he was a great player, but I don't think, from what I see, I don't think that he was better than JJ. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? But you know, everybody entitled to them own, you know what I mean, to them own opinion. You know, and I could have sided with you even more, but he did get the chance. You know what I mean?
I want to tell you something, Carl. I said before you go. And I think even JD emphasized it. To me, the key to Jamaica football is not even the senior team, you know. It's the under 17 and the under 20 team.
That's true.
Because we're going to show you why. The same contract that Keith Kelly got was out of the under 17 World Cup. You know, so out of the World Cup, they'd have this line name too. Shavar Thomas was the captain, if I'm not mistaken. The players that sprung.
Yes.
The players that sprung out of that
squad right there. I think I was in the squad too, right? No.
Yeah. So Jamaica, and then 2001, Omar Daly was in the side. 2001. So see between
Omar Daly was a killer.
Yeah, and he made up a Motherwell. But man, if you realize
dangerous ball.
The opportunities, Carla, for Jamaican players. We got opportunities for Jamaican players overseas when we were doing well in terms of our youth. When we qualified for the under 17, when we qualified for the under 20, and when we qualified for the World Cup.
Yes.
Since between that period, the last of that is practically probably 2004 when we would have Aston signed. Everything after is just like a trickle down effect.
So but you do a big man, you know, we have players get the chance, okay? Remember Clark Davis?
Yeah.
And all these guys, they all get chances, right?
But I'm saying all of them got chances on the back of the program that we were developing.
All these guys, right? Yeah, and Stoopies, right? But I'm gonna touch on something real quick before, you know what I mean, JD kicked me off. Do you remember a few years when MLS soccer have a whole heap of Jamaican players a night? Like every team had at least 2-3 players a night.
Yeah, man.
I start for them team, right?
Yeah.
And then there's an influx of South American players start to come in, right? Because as a matter of fact, there's a lot of Concacaf players in. There was players from Trinidad starting, players from Panama starting, from El Salvador starting, right? These were the players that they use in a MLS, right? And then an influx of South American players start to come in. Even British players start to come in, right? So, you know, our players start to get pushed down to the next league, right? So you hit a certain point, right? That is right. The future I come from the youth them, right? I come from the youth them, you know, from the under 17, 16, 14, and so on up, right? So that is the future. That is the future. But there was a thing that I heard that a lot of coaches do not want to play youths, or if they do, like going back to Whitmore, right? Him select, he was told who to play, etc., etc. Those kind of stuff, Bridget, have to stop. What say you?
Yeah, man, no, them things they can go. Listen what I say. Me think, as I said to you, the senior team, you see, by the time the man them playing a senior team, all right, remember this. I'm going to tell you something, Carla. Switzerland, I watch Switzerland win the under 20 World Cup, under 20 or under 17 JD. You can correct me if I'm wrong. They won a youth World Cup. And that is a Switzerland team that I think Gerrard and Shakir and those guys that went on to be doing very well for Switzerland for the next 10 years, I think, after that tournament.
Yeah, sorry, but I'm gonna post it again because I forgot to finish off the work them and stuff. Man. I'm trying
to say is that youth team for Switzerland is the team that went on to do well up to the point of 2018. And I think that was from 2009, if I'm not mistaken. That's very same youth team with Shakir and those guys. Then you have the youth team of England with Foden and some other guys that came through. And they are the team that they realize that England is doing much more better in terms of tournament. England made it to a semi-final and a final. Germany has always been consistent. However, Germany supplemented their squad with the likes of a Mesut Ozil, the likes of a Toni Kroos, the likes of a Sami Khedira, the likes of a Manuel Neuer. All of those guys came through their under-19 European Championship team. The Cesc Fabregas, the Iniesta, the Javid, all of those guys are coming from the youth teams of Spain. They come into the Spain setup and then eventually doing so well. So I'm thinking that to be Jamaica wants to start from the top. No, I'm saying that Jamaica wants to start from the top. The players have to be playing from a younger age, get themselves into the into the youth team, and then when they reach at an higher level, then they come into the senior team after that performance. You know how much player play for Spain at the youth level that never play for Spain at the senior level? Over more than 200 players.
Also,
all of La Liga. That is the Spanish player in La Liga. Koala has played for the youth Spanish team.
Richie. You have the entire listing. Let me know. Continue, Mr. Jeremy and Miller. You turn up 3 hours in my show when I'm running 2 hours shows.
I was watching your show, but I was at work. I was at work at Chippy and Chip off.
If you can't make it, that's it. Lucky you get 46 minutes. That's all me I tell you.
I don't get no 46 minutes, but with that Chippy. First I chip in and I make sure I give me a like, and then I went back to work.
All right.
I'm gonna get that break with Chippy and I
so you give me a like. You give me a like on a video 46 minutes if you get extra and get 14 more.
Hey, Bridget, if JD don't get in like, you know,
we done and just low YouTube alone. My business, me know my feelings, me don't talk. Cause me tell you, say that I promote the show, I don't want to support the show, then why you want me stay for 3 hours then for? You know,
that's true.
If you can't like the video, me not need for there. Me not waste my time. Me not could have play my PlayStation 3. My PlayStation 5, my FIFA 23. We're so nice. I don't want big deal and force me to come here that I didn't even know. But me feel and see my hours later.
FIFA 23, when I say FIFA 23 lie. That's how stadium full.
Him tell me if you come here and then him turn up 3 hours late in a typical Jamaican mentality, you know. You understand me? I'm a Jamaican too. Them something I talk about, man.
Hey, so, I have a question for both of you guys, and then this is my final question. Who you guys think is gonna win the Manning Cup?
Boy, my man, right now, me age me bet on JC, but me I watch your side and
Yes.
say,
Mati-
but I think it is between the semi-final. I go between you go have JC, KC, Mona, depending on how Mona is playing. But me think say yo, when it come down to it, you have JC have a pretty decent side. KC look like them a score goal and stuff.
All
And
right.
then you have Mona is not playing bad, but them defense is suspect. And you have Georges look like them have a
Don't let Mr. Butter hear that, you know, big man.
All right. So the results, KC full time 8-0. So the result is
God
8-0.
damn.
Sonny 8-0 to KC.
Who did they play?
Georges defeated Calabar 2-1. Yeah, no, they played Waterford. Waterford is a good team. So I'm surprised them pumps Waterford 8. So maybe this is a statement win here. This is a statement win that 8-0 and Meadowbrook Arden 1-1. So those are the results. Sonny. So 8-0. The video has been posted on the channel. So I'm dropping the link, guys. We just go over there and drop a like on the video, guys. All right. And it like
JD.
where's that?
Who's winning the money cup?
I think no man, I know, but because me I tell him say me I post the whisper video on the channel. So if we are gonna stay here and talk, you need to go here and drop a like on the video because see there are 40 people view and the bad mind people them not put a like, but I mean I know. So let me try get the people them over here for go over there and put like on it because I have some people in this world me I tell them and I'm corrupt.
Hold up. Is that a different channel?
No,
this one?
it's the same channel. It's the same channel. Guys, just take a little time.
Okay,
5 or 10 people go over there and hit the like button. Them a fight with hard. You get me? Them a design fight you, but them can't stop you. You understand me? Yes, so just go and drop a like on the video. If you know how we here, want to drop a like on the video, the link is there. Yeah, man, continue. Sorry about that.
But the man them want local play nice. Why them a behave like they know how we spy nice? Right now, spy I see it in the youth. Too many youth we see. To me, Whisper is like too many youth. Me see go to Manning Cup and go to even the Costa Cup and they do well, and then after a while, and then the added benefit of Whisper have is that him travel more than enough for the youth them before him. So even though you have youth who did come score 20 goals the Manning Cup or 25 goals, 30 goals, him go overseas. So he's much more advanced in terms of places that he has went. So at his age,
I think
at his age, the experiences that he has, coupled with the fact that him coming a Manning Cup so now comes, because we see players come before how much goal in a Manning Cup, but the fact that the matter is the experience him have right now, the youth team or them been playing the day, I don't know, but if it is a push come to shove, depends on how they want to do it. If it is that they say they need a club, my problem is, and I don't know if Mr. Butler will do this, but you see, like what Chapelton Maroons did, I don't know. I think them have a team before that, and they are now in the Premier League. I think Phoenix Academy should try and be in the Premier League.
I mean, you know,
based on my answer to the question, I think KC is the front runner just the same to win it. We saw that JC looks good. Staths looks good. Staths looks good as well. JC looks good. Mona definitely looks good. Yes. But I do believe that KC looks the best out of all the teams. I think you have 5 other teams aside from KC. 5 other teams that I would say true threat. Staths and what's his name again in that group? That drew with them. Jonathan Grant. Jonathan Grant is a no, Jonathan Grant. I don't think Campion will be good enough this year to challenge them. You know, but they look like a good team, and that can build for the future. But I think KC still look like the best team, and Mona looks very solid. Jonathan Grant and Staths with experience. I think the experience with youth and a good coaching staff, at least with Staths, I'm gonna keep them in it. Yeah, but around 4 or 5 teams. Yeah, but KC I will go with. All right.
Yeah, but Jeremy, I think Academy should try and get into.
Give me a second, Carla. Give me a second. I heard you mention about guys scoring how much goal before, right? 20 goal and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
so
man.
This I come to understand now. Hold up now. So this is what I come to understand, and I never pay attention to it until a few years ago. So you have a guy cannot play Money Cup up to 19 years old, right? Yeah. So you have a 19-year-old in a sixth form, you know what you call upper sixth form or something like that, right? Yeah. He might go to school still, right? Yeah. And the guy I play against some 15 or 16-year-old, right? And he must score a goal, right? So when him left, so him finally in a Money Cup, right? He must score all them goals, right? But who is he playing against? It's a 19-year-old, soon to be what? 20. I play against some 15 or 16-year-old, right? Yeah. He been playing since he was 14-year-old. Yeah. So him have the experience over them. You take that same player when him left from Money Cup and put him in what you call it league, and he's trash because he was scoring against some 14 or 15 or 16-year-old and 17-year-old. He's now 9.
But I'm gonna show you something now, Carla.
That's the case for everybody,
Carla. No, Carla. You know the guy who them used to call Mr. Man?
No.
Marvin Morgan.
Yeah, man.
When Marvin Morgan score a goal in a schoolboy football, Marvin Morgan, I don't know, Marvin Morgan stopped playing schoolboy football at 17.
But okay, let me tell you, that was not the case for everybody, but I'm sure
what I'm trying to say to you, Germany, is that a lot of the guys that we score a lot of goals in schoolboy football, a lot of them aren't 18, 19.
No, I was saying.
Not for these guys. Lamar Walker never played. Lamar Walker never played his final season. Lamar Walker stopped playing at 18.
Why was that? Because the Brazilian, let me tell you, there was an issue. Because remember that Portmore United signed him. A Brazilian club wanted to sign him, but he had signed as a professional player at the age of 17. Yes. Yeah, that's true. You can't be a perfect. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yes, so he couldn't play schoolboy football again because even when they brought him back, he played one game and it was reported.
These are the things that we need to know. Carla, these are the things that we need to know too. If you are a professional player, right, you cannot be playing high school. It's a total two different things, right? Why you think when what's his name is signed for the track star name for Calabar again? He signed a professional track for Calabar. And he was going to the college, Penn Williams.
Turn on your video.
No, but I'm okay. I'm meeting up some issue. Sorry, bro. That's my issue.
JD, I make sure, man.
No, I'm in trouble. There's something that go wrong from my end.
If I make no say a film showing him one thing.
No. Just stop the foolishness, man. I try to get a video for post it. That's all.
Yeah, I understand, Virgin. So the stuff you understand that me and you discuss right now. These are the stuff that everybody needs to look on, right? You is a players, who's getting paid right now. There's no way for you to be, among these 16 or 15-year-old. No. If you are a player, in the big league, that's where you belong. You graduate from this league. You no longer need to be playing here. And before him signing the contract, didn't anybody actually, didn't they explain that to him?
I'm tell you the problem. No, but I'm tell you the problem, Carla. What I realize, I think that a lot of the youth them is once them show a certain promise. Some of the club them sign the youth them, and I don't think the youth them probably understand or even have any representative. So you see when them show a certain promise, them sign them now. And then they end up playing for a club, and then if the opportunity comes up to go overseas, them want a transfer fee, or them want some sell-on class business. So the opportunity, that's why I think some of the youth them end up roll back and not get the opportunity that they could get.
All right,
that's true.
We're not going to the park here for 3 hours. All right, we try our best to give the one German in time, Germany come in early. All right, so big boss Germany tomorrow.
Much respect
Call
here,
in
sir.
early. Call in
All
early,
right, Jenny.
Call in early, man. Beg you.
Cool.
My video, I forget some like.
Big man. Me can't tell the people them work, so never call him on JD show, you know. You have to pay the bills just like you know, boss.
All right, big boss. Sorry about
all right, but that later.
Yes.
So, yeah, man. So.
All right. Respect. Yes, so guys, thanks very much. CC, thanks very much for coming. But definitely we can't run the show no longer, you know, because we have to deal with every other things. So that was the score lines that we give you for Manning Cup. Tomorrow we're gonna try our best to get everything, see as much videos, and then we maybe do a later stream. All right, because I will have the under 17 and the Imaxit channel to do. The US game, one of the final preparation them that they're fine tuning their team, the girls football. So definitely come and link us. All right, yes, someone. So tomorrow evening, if I have time, I can come and do the extra video. But I will be working on the Imaxit channel. So please join me over there as well. Big up everyone that came in. Actually, hit the like button. Thanks very much for that. Massive respect. So see you guys in the next one, and make sure to take care and peace out. Yeah.